Yo, what's Bambino? What's Bambino? Zeke Black is in the building. Oh, it's been a long 24 hours, man. You know, the PnB Rock situation. Um, a lot of people are speaking out about it. Cardi B, she's had a couple of things to say. Nicki Minaj has something to say about it. Um, Nicki's been going in. And everybody got some people are saying don't blame the girl. Let's blame the villains. Um, and that's why I said, let me make a show on this. Is Wi-Fi getting a lot of these out of town rappers, top of the top? A lot of these out of town rappers caught up. Definitely in California. Let's say California because we've noticed in the last 6 months so many MCs in California getting assassinated. And it's due to a lot of location drops. Even the Pop Smoke alleged the location was dropped, the goons came. It is a recession on these streets. A lot of you guys may not be realizing, but a lot of guys are, weed prices really ain't the same no more because of the legalization of weed. These medical dispensaries, guys are going to, the day-to-day guy that would normally knock on your door to buy a 3.5 is actually going to a dispensary buying a 3.5. That's something that's a little more healthy. So a lot of these gang members, these gang guys, they're forced to resort to things called violence. And it's everywhere, not just in LA, but definitely it's everywhere. Where there's a thing of stick 'em kids, you jack boys, and when you're out of town and you're putting yourself at harm's at risk. A lot of times we have us being out of towners, we like to impress people. So we like to be in places where the average person that lives there may not want to go with jewels and shines, but we do it because it's a prop. It's a props thing. It's a I'm outside thing. Now back in maybe I'm too old, but back in the days it was never cool for nobody to know exactly where you was at. Like nobody should know your location, how you're moving around. That wasn't the end thing when I was younger. Like if I woke up in the morning and said, "Grown man talk for you in RPT," and I knew the building every day, that mean that he was doing too much and everybody knew his business. Now, if grown man talk wasn't outside doing nothing dirty and dangerous, it doesn't matter. But if he's outside, he's doing some things that villains do, then that's not good because you should never be able to be located. It's not ducking and dodging and hiding. It's just you got to know how to stick and move. You know what I'm saying? Bless up, bless up. But it's like I said, this is how I look at it. I got the StreamYard up. I'm going to drop the link. A lot of you guys can speak about how y'all look at it. You know what I'm saying? I think Wi-Fi is going to a lot of these guys caught up. Wi-Fi is the biggest instigator of at least crime in our culture. You know what I'm saying? This Wi-Fi thing is dangerous. They're saying she dropped the Addy in 2 seconds. A minute later, that's when the goons and goblins came outside. You know what I'm saying? But he did go on one of these podcasts and say allegedly that dude tried to book him a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. Who knows? Like a year ago. He said they attempted to rob him. So why would you go to somebody else's land, be in definitely a dangerous neighborhood like South Central LA, and not assume that nothing's gonna happen to you? You know what I'm saying? We put ourselves out there. Seriously, we put ourselves in situations. Peace. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Roach. Definitely Roach. Shout out to Roach in the building. P. Zeke Waka Flocka put me with PnB. I was supposed to sharpen him up in the business end. Yo, I swear I wish you would have got to him get in his head, man. Some of these dudes that get in their head. Listen, you don't have to put yourself in harm's way to sell records. You don't have to show dudes that tried to rob you, I'm not scared. You don't. I don't understand it, man. Dudes, you know what I'm saying? Yo, sucker free nice. That's exactly what it be, bro. Dudes don't think it can happen, bro. I never been like that. On my block, when dudes was getting money, we never thought that it couldn't happen. Because things can happen. We're talking about the streets, the corners. Hip hop is the new corners. What's wrong with y'all? How do you die over a chain that allegedly has insurance on it? Come on, man. This is crazy. How do you die over a chain that probably has insurance on it? This is crazy. This is what so just because the chain got insurance, it goes, well, if they rob me, I can get my money back. You're not thinking about your own life. So now somebody who probably ate out the garbage can for 2-3 days with a gun in their car is probably riding around and saying, oh, one thing about a thief got Superman eyes. Oh, chain, get him. What happens? What happens, man? I don't know if PnB had kids, but he crushed his family. Like I said yesterday, did you get in hip hop to die? You might as well hug the block, boy. You might as well deal with the average kid in Philadelphia, dude, bro. You might as well just did that. You died in hip hop. This is crazy. Dudes is playing on hip hop artists because dudes is putting themselves in the way to get preyed on. You can't go nowhere in the jungles of the streets and not expect little man in the building, sucker free nices in the building, and not expect nothing to happen. You can't. It's a recession. It's a recession on the streets. What part is you don't understand until they come up with a brand new drug. You know what I'm saying? It's a recession. It's a bunch of dudes that's not eating. Definitely in an area where it's more known for gangbanging than getting money. I'm gonna tell you how much the gangbanging shit in the West Coast meant to. I don't say it to me. I can't say it to anybody else. I never even assumed they got money because all they showed us was the gangbanging. That's so now on your end. Why are you going in harm's way where you know in these blocks all them dudes ain't eating but they gang? Now the guy who probably killed him, he's gonna get caught because most likely he's slipping, whatever the case may be, whatever be the case may be. But this is what Nicki Minaj had to say. Shout out, because I think her and Cardi B been going back and forth doing subliminals at me. I don't know too much about that situation. But you know, we have to speak. What I like is you have to speak up against being dumb after a while, right? So Nicki Minaj goes, Nicki Minaj. Let me get there, man. Because it's so sad, man. It's just sad, man. It's sad. And it's sad to the point where a child passes away when hip hop's supposed to get us out the hood. He ain't the only one. Pop Smoke and the rest of them. So they're getting into hip hop, and dudes is creating more beats with this Wi-Fi thing than they have physically in the streets. This is crazy, man. Dudes is putting themselves in physical harm's way. Physical harm's way. For what? These is questions you gotta ask, man. What was you in South Central LA for? I understand you want to support black business, Roscoe's. I get it. It's dope. Be outside, right? But also, in your heart, dudes try to rob you. I'm out here. I ain't scared of y'all. We do what we want to do, baby. Where does the thinker in the crew, when does the person with the brains go, nah, that's not a good idea? When does somebody actually says that, yo, that's not a good idea, bro. He tried to book you before. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not hiding, I'm real. But this is what I mean about being real, right? My man told me this. When you're a target in the goons and goblins, they coming, the goons and goblins, you gotta be ready to gun it out. Don't make yourself or put yourself in a situation to become the victim. That defeats the whole purpose. You understand what I'm saying? You had dudes that paid throwaways. When you see Jim Jones outside on Fifth Avenue or Lenox Avenue, there's throwaway niggas. There's dudes that, yo, you good for 5 years. Yo, son, there's somebody went up over here and tried to take my chain. We out of here. Had to do with game ties. You got throwaway niggas. You got some niggas that volunteer. Yo, son, anybody act funny out here, I'm gonna let that thing go. I'm just giving examples. So these dudes know what they jewelry on, because if they see a car spinning that block, them things gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? We got throwaways. I call them throwaways. My man had a bunch of them that was getting a bunch of money. He had 2-3 shooters. They tell you if he went to Mr. G's to buy a pair of sneakers, he had 2-3 shooters with him. Their whole job was, yo, somebody even look at me funny, get crazy. So now because a lot of you rap guys, y'all want to live this street life. And no security. You know what I'm saying? Y'all believe in like, yo, I'm gonna do some street shit.
Be too big, bro. Motherfuckers feel like they ride around with security.
I'm sorry. Like you're a rapper, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You got a chain that's worth $70,000, $80,000, $100,000. And you know what I'm saying? So that's what you get the throwaway niggas. Yo, listen, come here, my man. That's what I mean. When you're a rapper, you're doing something legal. That's like Bill Gates hanging out on 8th Avenue with a big ass chain on, shipping with the homies. Somebody's gonna go, yo, that's Bill Gates. And try to throw, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know he definitely don't perform. I'm just giving an example. These dudes went outside with their little jewelry on. You got a couple of guys that would jump out the window. But a lot of these rap guys are a little bit more different because they don't know. They're trying to live a life and a lifestyle that doesn't coordinate with what they're doing in real time. They're not hustling, but you want to wear the big chain, the $100 sneakers on the corner, and act like it's just '89 without selling no packs. So you got the Wolverines across the street. You got to be smart. And this ain't even a shot towards him. It's just a shot towards Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi game. A lot of times, man, dudes don't want to deal with the reality of you putting yourself on harm's way. And unless you're ready to gun it out, don't put yourself on harm's way. That's what I'm gonna tell my man, yo, son, why you going over there for? You got a gun or something? You ready to shoot it out? If you're not ready to go all the way, you're wasting your time. You're crashing, you're putting yourself in harm's way for no reason at all. Like I said, with Wando Sando, whatever his name is, when the situation happened with the Jeep, he was supposed to roll out and let that thing go. We got jewelry in here. We got, you know what I'm saying? I do what he following the son. Hold on, let's go. See, you want to live the lifestyle, yo, that gangster shit, talking that gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's why, but it's the thinking in the crew. Everybody want to know who's next. Where's the thinking in the crew at? Yo, son, it's not a good idea, son. Son, it's not a good idea, man. Nah. We good over here, man. Nah. Because they even said Beverly Hills is dangerous and shit like that. Let's go to the other side, man. Let's go somewhere where nobody else is at. We can have fun. We can relax. Go somewhere where you don't need a gun. Shit can happen anywhere. Don't get it twisted. But let's go somewhere where we really don't need a gun. Come on, man. You're putting themselves in harm's way for what? What you want to get robbed for clout? Yo, if I get robbed, and these, we're in the words of demon time. This is what we get now. These young boys don't care, or the stick-up kids don't care. Back in the days, you really just got robbed, hit over your head 8, 9 times, get the fuck out of here. Now, demon time is they're gonna rob you and they're gonna take your life. They want to cripple you. They want you to feel some pain. We don't even know if it might have been the dudes that you was talking about that tried to rob you the first time. Or somebody might have said, oh shit, ain't that son that was talking crazy, talking about niggas tried to rob him and such, da. Playing with these social networks, playing on these blogs, da. So you're going into somebody else's housing complex. Los Angeles, let me tell you something. If the Super Bowl is dangerous in Inglewood, what you think it is to the average person coming to Inglewood, man? Where's the necessaries at? Where's the real nigga in the crew at? Everybody talking about what's real and what's solid and what's real. So you telling me that all the money you got, you ain't a real nigga to say, nah, so that's a stupid idea, bro. Unless you're ready to gun it out. These niggas, but California been on demon time. I don't understand it. So we can say most out of towns is right. But California been like this. We're the ones that inhabit their culture. You know what I'm saying? We the one that carry their culture. They been on demon time. That's California. They do it to each other. They do it to each other. So what makes you think you being out of town, they ain't gonna do it to you? Oh, look at this silly nigga. He got $1 million chain on his neck. Come on, spin the block with him. They been spinning. They spinning. Listen, remember, they're one of the creators of spinning blocks. You know, lights off, big guns out, shoot the whole block up. They're one of the originals when it comes to this gang culture with that spinning the block shit. So what make you think niggas is driving around? Yo! Because we don't know no better. We don't know what to look for. That's the thing. We don't know what to look for. We don't know what to look for. Salute, man. So we looking around, see a nigga ride around, look at us. Oh, that's son. Oh, wait a minute, that really is him. These dudes just running around dripped up. These is gangbangers. See, the difference is, I'm gonna tell you something. When you know you're in a gang and you know that you're on gang time and you know you got ops, you're gonna run around strapped up, you're gonna have the mask in there and some gloves. So now you're riding around and you see a victim, you on go time. See? Go time. Doesn't even take Wi-Fi. It just takes, I'm already ready to go. Come on, let's go. Come here, stupid. Yo, what's up? That's what I'm saying. Oh, east side of town says LA dudes don't like out of town cats. He made that move to impress Shorty. Well-known Crip hood. His op hood. Shaking my head. See? That's what east side of town said. And that was popping. Shout out to East Harlem, man. Pretty dime. Wordsmith says it's crazy, but younger people don't understand the streets like past generation, the rules of safety. People be on social media spilling it all. Celebs, regular people, not street smarts. Exactly. What happened to the street smarts? Again, who's your uncles? Who's your OGs? Who you're listening to? It was never cool for me to go, yo, Aunt White, he'd be right there on 100th Street and 3rd Ave in front of the D. That was never cool for me to know your location if you're playing in the streets, if you had some money. And that 115 goes, listen, females have to understand you dating a rapper, trap, etc. You never post your damn location. You never do that. You never do your, you know what I'm saying? Debbie shout out to South Orange. Yo, this is where I'm at. So you played a part to that. Yeah, of course. You either have a tour guide or a missile with you, or you do something that you don't want to do. Walk around with that grip. You know what I'm saying? I take my chances on a gun charge before I let somebody kill me. I'm about to tell these young boys that one day. I'm in Albany, New York. It was like the beginning of the Jungle Junkies OGK Little War shit allegedly. And I never understood this. You're on the corner all day talking this gang shit and niggas just shooting your corner up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, every other day, y'all running. Rest in peace to Double D's. I'm on the time when the Double D situation happened. So now one day I tell the young boys, what's the sense of you niggas going through a gang war if your niggas are scared to hold a gun? I said, you're going to die on this corner. You know what I'm saying? Because you're scared to hold a gun. You know what I'm saying? I was in my gangbang shit back then, so I ain't know no better. So now, young boy split the block one day. He let that thing go, and now they just knew that they just couldn't. It wasn't that easy to come around on the block and air them out no more. Now it's fair shade. Now it's fair shade. I said, yo, y'all scared to catch gun charges. Y'all running to the garbage can to go get your gun. This makes no sense. That's what I mean. A lot of you dudes that want to play street games. This is not being in the yard and your man pass you a razor, you cut a nigga and throw it and hit the floor and go to the box. People are losing their lives. You already know Chicago Finance is in the building. You should let that thing go. You have to ratchet it, come on the neck. As soon as you see somebody acting looking funny, let that thing go. Hold on, move. You don't sit there and wait till somebody run up on you. If he had that ratchet, then he dropped the ball on him. How you die with your gun on you? So, that's what I mean. These dudes with this rap shit, y'all the social media the social media, the texting and Twitter shit gave them self-esteem. It gives them self-esteem. Well, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, it gives them self-esteem. So what happens is, they stop being humble because now, world is an argument, SMD, and they begin to believe that they're animals until it's time to become an animal. One thing about exactly. You gotta have this conversation, party people. Because one thing about a nigga that's on the block, we look around, car come by 2-3 times. Yo, son, you seen that car right there? What's that? Yo, son, he just split the block twice. Yo, get ready. Let's go. So that as soon as he stopped, he out of here. You can't you can't be scared. You know what it is? A lot of dudes don't want to go to jail. Don't play in the streets if you're not trying to go to jail. Let me put the link up. I got Smitty Brim Dollars in the building. He got some good things he got to say. Shout out to Flatbush. Flatbush myself. A guy from the bush. Shout out to Smitty Blow. I just got to take it from my side. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? He may look at it different. Got the link up. Smitty in the building. What's the sense of that's your son? I don't understand. Now that part even gets to kill me more. Because I know I'm paranoid. I know if I sit around and I see you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking around anyway. I'm already paranoid. Niggas have to rob me the first time I got $1 million chain on. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. So you telling me your life is worth a chain, bro? Pretty Don Wordsmith says he had no business in public with all that jewelry on, let alone in the hood, any hood. It's a fact. They put themselves out here to become victims of them. I don't know. Smitty's in the building. Smitty Blow Dollars is in the building from Blow Dollars Network. Let me get him in the studio, man. Smitty.
Salute.
Salute, top. Yo. Question. I'm going to ask you a question.
Well,
I'm not going to cut you short. I'm going to cut you off like I normally do. I'm going to let you go. You hear me?
Right.
Do you, the title goes, Wi-Fi is getting these rappers killed. Do you believe that dropping locations in this internet shit is really putting these dudes in harm's way, brother?
I'm gonna be truthful, man. The location, yeah, that play a part, but like I said, man, I said the location definitely play a part. The location dropping definitely play a part. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to be aware of your surroundings, and when you seeking attention, attention will come to you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, for all these rappers out here that's just seeking the attention, you understand? That's gonna come to you. Another thing is that I feel like in our community, it's sad that our brothers that's putting on in this music industry can't walk around freely and enjoy they fruits and labors from their hard work and shit like that, with their family. You know what I'm saying? It's foul, bro. It's real foul. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show how we living in these days and times. You know what I'm saying? I feel for the bro, you know what I'm saying, but it happens. That's life. You know what I mean? You born to die. That's period. But we gotta do better out there. When you seek attention, this is what happens. You rappers need to stop dropping locations, and we got to do better in our community, man. With far as these brothers out here, man, you gotta let them live, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want the same thing these rappers got, go work hard for it. You understand what I'm saying? It's not worth it, man. Taking another man's life for some jewelry. So that's my perspective on it, bro.
Yo, you know what's crazy, man? It's dudes is really killing dudes for chains that got insurance, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to the point where dudes is really dying, having issues over things like that. When does somebody in the crew goes, yo, it's not about not being around your own people. It's just a bunch of positive black people you could be around,
Right.
positive areas of African Americans. Why is that? Is the question. Salute. Why is it that people feel they must come to the hood for some type of certification, clarification that they're outside? Why is
Right.
that, bro? That's I support black
Because
business,
that's
bro. Huh?
because it don't mean nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Getting certification from the base from the hood, like what? You passed that. You touching millions. You could have had Roscoe's waffles delivered to you. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all brothers got to start thinking. You think if Jay-Z want Roscoe's chicken and waffles, he gonna actually go there? No, he gonna send somebody out for it. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all got millions,
Yes.
so you gotta move like you're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be touched like the president in some sense. But dudes want to be outside, like I said, attention seekers. So when you seek attention, this is what you get.
Yeah, and that's just point blank. Because it's like somebody wrote pretty dying words, but wrote people are hungry out here and wicked more than ever. Sticking up even when times was better. So what people think is going on now? That's a fact. Back in the day, dudes was getting their whole household tied up. Millions of dollars on the street when rappers getting paid $300 a show. You know what I'm saying? TZ Hendrick goes DoorDash, those waffles. Exactly. But don't let your ego get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
South Orange Avenue, the concept for these songs, Zeke, to say I'm in the hood, etc., etc. It's like sometimes, right? You got somebody like Nas with some Queensbridge projects, right? He did a video out there in Queensbridge. They had like a parties who were in the club, and I think his man who was making the movie had got killed in the parking lot. Rest in peace to that man. I guess his boy that was making the movie. And the amazing part about this was, is like, man, if you know you got ops, you going somewhere, or somebody who don't like you might bump heads with somebody. It's okay not to look soft and go, nah, I ain't trying to go over there, man. I don't got time for that energy.
Right.
Um, but
Right.
a lot of these rappers, like you said, they're putting themselves in these situations. Like you said, let me go crash out in the middle of Compton You know what I'm saying? You take a picture. Yo, I'm outside, I'm around the gangsters. And all that's doing is putting yourself and your family at risk. They even robbed who house? Chris Brown house out there in California. Tied his owner up. Was it Chris Brown or Usher? One of the houses they went up in. Tied the owner
Yeah,
up.
they don't care. They don't care out there, bro.
But it's funny because it's like just reading this thing in the news with him. It's like, damn, bro. Like, damn. You want to do the right thing. So is hip hop about to go? Actually, like this, like when you set up a hip hop, are the labels telling these guys, yo, listen, man, we need you to have 100,000 views. We need you to be on harm's way. We need you to get robbed here and there. We need you to have these internet issues. Are the labels telling guys that? Or do they think that's the way to go? Smitty, you hear me? Too many young rappers dying, bro. You hear me?
Right, you ain't lying about that, Zeke. You talking real talk right now.
Like, is the labels telling you this? Yo, crash out to LA, take a couple of pictures, and no dudes have to rob you. You can talk about it on the blogs. They can, because places like YouTube, Caffeine, they can make videos and reaction videos, and then we can push the project because right now you're not buzzing. So this is all free promotion, but you have to put your life in the harm's way. It's sad, man, because now it's like she dropped the location. It's at a third. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of dudes do die because people are dropping location. Stop thinking the ghetto ain't too far away. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Because somebody will watch your live. Somebody will watch your live. Somebody sit there and watch. Shout out to Smitty Blow Dollars in the building. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will watch your live and be like, oh shit, that's where he at. You know what I'm saying? People will watch your live. People will definitely watch your live. Shout out to Wifey Southern Belle out there at work. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wifey at work. Word. Where was Bro's security guy? He didn't have at least one. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Both Zeke, Chicago finally goes. Both Zeke, the label for the big insurance policy on them immediately and give them a couple of $100,000, and they put $1 million policy exactly because they know that the lifestyle they're gonna live, they're gonna crash out. Not too many rappers want to be the Kendrick Lamars or the Talib Kweli's or the Most Steps. They want to be K Flops. They want to be in the mix. They want to be, you know what I'm saying? They want to get shot at. Yo, I need to get shot at. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You know why? Because LA's old because there's a lot of things going on in LA. Other than, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of big things. Hollywood's out there, but not the Hollywood. That scene. LA scene is like, it's a lot of money in California in certain parts. And the downtown LA scene is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And people want to be a part of that scene. Assassin BX was popping, top of the top. Even New York, Chicago, even on Demon Time, shout out to Old Block, to tear that apart. But even the brothers on Old Block things in their mind. Like that, like rappers is like a rapper is safer going to Old Block than he is sitting inside going to Roscoe's. A rapper is safer going to Sylvia's or Red Rooster in Harlem than they are going to California. What's popping? These are the conversations that we have to understand. We get with the team and go, listen, man, let's not put ourselves on harm's way to sell records. If you wasn't like that back in the days, don't put yourself in those situations like that. You know what I'm saying? You're putting yourself in harm's way. Y'all gotta stop watching these movies that show you the highlights of these guys' money careers. We see what happened when the smoke cleared. We see what happened. Your cousin was popping. That's blood in the building. We see what happened with the Nicky Barnes. All that flashing sent him to jail. What happened? He began to tell. You understand what I'm saying? We seen it. John Gotti started getting flashy. What happened? He went to jail. What happened? He allowed Sammy Bull to put his lights out. That's what happened. We see it every time. But then we think that's the way because that's how the algorithm play out. Yo, if I do something stupid, like right now, Nicki Minaj was writing the post, Cardi B's writing subliminals, talk to me. Y'all both together like $200 million, and this is what y'all doing on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? God forbid nothing happens at a McDonald's or an ox behind chopped cheese. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something. Some of the most safest people in hip hop are these female rappers, bro. They are the safest, bro. They got the right interviews with them. Yo, might act funny, let it go. The only person I heard that got like saw some craziness happen was Dream Dog. She came to St. Louis, and I think niggas robbed her after the show. But I guess they robbed her, or they robbed. I think they robbed her driver after the show here in St. Louis. Dream Dog. I think her name is Dream Dog. Out here in St. Louis, probably like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Because the goons and goblins is outside. You don't got the security dudes is what? Hold on. Because you still need that protection. A lot of people be thinking that y'all don't need the protection. Rest in peace to PnB. But we need to have this conversation. It's dropping your location cool. That's what's popping right now. Dropping your location, party people. Cameron says he don't drop his location until after he leaves. Yeah. Because you gotta know when somebody act funny, hold on, you know the looks. Remember, we're from the streets. So one thing about the streets, you have to be very observant. You have to observe, look around. You have to observe. Keep those eyes out. You have to observe. It's not about the back door and all this other shit because you're supposed to be paying attention. You don't trust no one. You never trust nobody in the line of work that you're in. But since you're a rapper, you believe, nah, I'm not in the line of work. No, you rap niggas is street niggas. You know what I'm saying? They gotta to make your money, you have to go to the club to perform. For dudes that sell e-pills and cocaine in the clubs, they had to go to the clubs every night. Before cocaine took it to the top. You had to go to the club for your merchandise. It's the same thing, bro. You gotta perform somewhere. Be smart, man. When did we stop being smart? When did we stop? Like, when was it cool? Like, what gets me so mad is I'm pretty sure this man has somebody he looks up to. Yo, son, that's not a good idea, son. I'm gripped up. You said he had the grip, right? I'm gripped up. I ain't worried about these. I ain't worried about these fools. But all in all, nobody wants to go to jail. So you prey on down on you so you have to let them things go on. Then what happens? Reality sets in. You gotta make a choice. I'm gonna go, or I'm gonna see how this play out. When you see how it play out, man, you gotta have street awareness with these dudes, man. I gotta train you niggas. You gotta have training. You wanna play in these blocks, you gotta do street mental training. One thing about the cars, like I told you, if a car ride by dudes, I'm gonna tell you, you got certain dudes that see everything. Yo, son, yo, who calls that? What you talking about? That Lex. Somebody else will say something. Yo, that's such and such boyfriend from the third floor. You know such and such word, boom. And dudes just observe her like, yo, since she been in the block. That's how smart dudes was. How you rap niggas don't see this? I got $1 million chains on your neck. People were assuming your niggas got $100,000 in your pocket. How are you aware of your surroundings? So you telling me y'all getting in cars and you're not looking in the rear, you're not looking to see if they're being followed. You niggas can't. Y'all got too many distractions. You know why? You're doing this. While wifey's driving, you're doing this. You're not even looking in the mirror to see if somebody's following you. That's how bad this is. The Wi-Fi shit got you niggas fucked up. Y'all doing this. Nobody takes the time to go, yo, son, I think we're being followed by a black car. Nobody takes the time to do that, man. It's like this. Don't even know you're being followed. Not even paying attention. Nobody's paying attention in the car. Exactly. I don't know if he was a gang dude. Sweetest thing, Dice Blood. Sweetest thing in the world is the drop. Don't matter if you got it on you, unless the dude with the drop ain't ready to squeeze. Exactly. As soon as, that's why this has took the awareness off. I know dudes had the drop when they got out of it. Because paranoia, yo, son, dudes is moving funny. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm going to say about Brooklyn cats. Brooklyn cats, a lot of Brooklyn cats, because the line of work that most of them are in at a young age, their awareness is up. Shout out to Shaq. A lot of them dudes' awareness is up. Most Stickum kids that's really robbing dudes, their awareness is up. So they go somewhere and they look at somebody moving funny. They're going to shoot their way out. I know dudes that got out of shit. Yo, son, niggas tried to lie me. What happened? I peeped game. Niggas is following me in the car. Now you got the internet. Niggas ain't doing that no more. Dice niggas is doing this. Niggas go my DM. They going, yo, son, what's popping? And nobody takes the time to go, yo, we being followed. Until it's too late. Oh, shit. Yeah. Town goes. J. Cole shows off his get the best awareness. He wanted to run because they know they got ops. They know somebody good for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know if he was in a gang. Yeah, I don't know about that. But you put yourself in these situations because of hip hop. What happens? Like Chris Brown. Chris Brown could have became anything, but he wants to become a California connected blood. For what? Only for props. Only for some type of Soldier Boy, the same thing. Rondo had to catch on. This Crip shit is ever since when I was a Crip, it wasn't that dangerous. Now I'm a Crip with some money and everything dying around me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so you gotta be on point. Your awareness you gotta be on point. A lot of you dudes that got so lax in the game, y'all forgot what on point is, man. Shout out to Ron BX in the building. You know what I'm saying? This shit becomes real. Y'all, a lot of y'all probably wasn't outside. I'm not blaming you for not being outside because that might have been a good thing. But do not speak about some shit that don't make no sense. A lot of dudes are alive today because paranoia. Yo, son, I knew it. I was riding past the block. I see the car sitting by Park Ave. Gotta be on point, man. You see a bunch of niggas in front of your building. You're like, wait, I'm not going in the building. Who that? Even niggas you know, like, son, there's 16 in front of the building. What's up with these niggas? I'm going, bro. You niggas now, because you're going to crash out, man, I don't give a. And that's why dudes be walking right into their depths or walking into some things happen to them. You know what I'm saying? LA dudes respect being out of town. We are used to dudes in the neighborhood being sent back home in body bags. St. Louis and Las Vegas sent us a lot of LA dudes back in body bags. It is. You know what I'm saying? Smalls go, why go yourself? It's in your man to do it. Oh, you can do it yourself. Yo, call an app. Yo, we get some things. So think about what we just saying right there about life, right? He had so many options not to put himself in that situation. So this is what happens when you go to court. When the judge goes, you had so many options not to kill that man. Why you had to go to the club that night and drink? You could have went someplace else. Before you ran to go get your gun in the car, why you just didn't go home? Because your emotions are going crazy. Okay, so you went, got your gun, and you went and shot her, and this is why I'm giving you your 25 to life. You had an option. There's options to make. We got to make better options. That's the best way. Duke famous goes grimy LA dudes respect the Jukes. Exactly. But they've been grimy since we know them. California. We love California dudes not because of Easy E, it's because we love what we're talking about. We've seen the 2020 specials. We've seen the Mike Wallace interviews and all this crazy shit. We was like, oh shit, that shit was fascinating. And that says, boom. He just said last week, the Chato Mills was Papino. Let me read these comments right now. Annette Harlem 115 goes, shout out to Spanish Harlem 115th Street. What? He just said last week someone was plotting on him in Fairfax. He was supposed to be on point. Exactly. What happened to the on point? What happened to the on point, party people? What happened to the on point? When did somebody go, let me be on point, bro? Because they're doing this all day. Yo, I gotta get him. Yo, hold on. What happened to the being on point? It might not have been the ad. Yo, it might have been an ad. He's dropping some other shit. Somebody might have seen him at the telly. Niggas is doing this. Harlem double. Niggas is doing this. Harlem double. You don't even see a car following you. You're so busy doing this. Nobody sits to look back and go, yo, you gonna follow? Top of the morning, Tony Starks. How many times Pretty Dime the wordsmith says, yeah, I'm moving on the what's if and worst case scenario. That's the safest way. So many people think and move like it can't happen these days. I know a bunch of stupid niggas that thought it couldn't happen. A bunch of stupid niggas that died 10 minutes later. I know a whole bunch of dumb niggas that he ain't coming back. He came back. So what makes you think he wasn't coming back, bro? TZ Hendricks go, Zeke, you got robbers who will bust you in your head if you don't give it up. Then you got the robbers who are really gonna look you first. So if you hesitate to give it up, you're dead. That's exactly what happened. Facts. That's why you don't put yourself in those scenarios. Am I right, TZ? Like I told you, got some robbers that's a little physical. They got mental health issues, little anger issues. They might hit you in the head 8, 9 times, bust your head open, but they're not gonna kill you. They're gonna take the shines. Then you got the trigger happy niggas. You know, the ones that kick the doors in, kill 2 niggas first. They go, yo, open the safe. You got those. No, you're right. No, there's 3 of them. You got the ones that shoot first and then start asking shit. Yo, listen. Come. Now listen, open the safe now, bro. And then you got the one that's just nervous and trigger happy. And he like this. Anything he feels that's disrespect, he's gonna smoke. So as soon as you go, yo, give me your chain, yo, I'm not playing with you. Okay, come. And still take the chain from you. Yeah, so yo, Wave with a hurt was Papino. Yo, Wave, what you doing right now? I need a word from Wave. He needs you to pull up. You know what I'm saying? You need to pull up, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get some. You know what I'm saying? This is some shit right here, man. It's Papino. Cause I can honestly admit some of my childhood friends, they wasn't stupid, man. I gotta give them credit. They flew under the radar. Their names was popping worse niggas than vocals. They was staying low. If you went to One Fish, Two Fish, they was going to Jersey. Y'all was going to Mr. G's, they was shopping at the Garden State Mall. They wasn't doing nothing where nobody would see them. You want to buy a BMW? I'm going to buy aluminum. Don't put yourself on harm's way. I got a cotton chain. I got a little chain on my neck with a Jesus cross on it. This is how you stay up the boss Don. Like a baby Don. You got Devin Waving the Hercules in the shoulder, man.
Yo, it's Papino. What's Papino? My nigga Zeke, man. What's shaking, Scrap? All the fucking time, man.
Out here in LA, man? What's going on?
A lot of broke drug addicts running. Yo, it's like New York. You know how you be seeing the even though we know like whether they on dope or K2, like on 25th and all that, but them niggas still be wild. Like they'll rob, they'll kill because even though they fiends, being that their minds is not all there, they'll do a violent act.
Yeah.
My thing is this, Zeke. I ain't gonna lie to you though. That shit is still out of pocket because even though when you were just making like the example about nigga running down, or let's say they run in your crib, they demanding money, open the eye, you don't do it, and niggas hurt you.
Yeah.
That's part of the game because that's all underworld shit. In this case, it ain't the same, Zeke. Why? Because he's an entertainer. He's not a gangster. He's not even in a gang. Nothing of the sort. He went to a small black community, to a nice small black business to support and have a good lunch with his wife. And my thing is this, all right, even if y'all did have the drop on him to rob him, y'all already know he's not armed. Y'all see how he walking. Why you gotta kill him?
Why you gotta kill him, man? That's what I'm talking about.
Why you gotta murder him?
Why you gotta kill him for, bro?
Like you right in front of him. Why you couldn't? Not saying. Let's just say hypothetically, you telling me you could have not just shot the nigga in the leg as a warning, give that shit up. Why are you just murdering and you just blasting off on the nigga, hitting them all up in the chest? You trying to Zeke? My thing is, I really believe they have this thing in their mind. They're like, fuck it, we killing entertain. We're gonna kill rap niggas, yeah, like because they got away with it before. That shit is like a little fake badge of honor to them or something.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. The last 2 years, they done killed a couple of rappers out there, man. They even killed one of their own, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm saying. Stop with the fake clout, this and that, and the clouts are like, y'all get all y'all New York shit. I've never heard of one New York, and Zeke, we know a lot of niggas from New York that be out there that do them, meaning they're not entertainers. They're out there doing them, getting this money. I've never heard of one of y'all niggas taking the life of a gangster, a hustler, nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all killing entertainers, my nigga. Let's be serious. Y'all know for a fact.
That's what I'm saying. Who's more safe, the female rappers or the male rappers in California? The female rappers, nothing happens to them. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And man, I mean, God bless his family, man. He comes from Philly, so maybe his reaction was the wrong reaction. Because you do know the nigga does have a background, but far removed from it for a long time because he became successful. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as someone put a gun in his face, I'm pretty sure he was like, "Damn, this nigga doing this in front of my wife. Like, I can't just go out like that."
Yo, this is what I mean, Wavy. It's fucked up to say this, man, but you have some niggas that because of they were still connected with the streets in the beginning of hip-hop. Like the golden era, I won't say the beginning, but that golden era, a lot of dudes are still moving like the Jets, and that saved them a lot. Like Slick Rick got robbed, he really went and retaliated. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, after that, Slick Rick never got robbed again. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But Slick Rick never put up in those situations. The trust level was like, this rap shit was going to change my life. But what happens is the fucked up thing about rap, you have to deal with the public, baby.
Like, look, even the homie Sauce Walker, he's a fortunate dude because he fought the nigga off and he was able to get away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But look at 5 minutes or whatever minutes later, the same nigga goes and tries to get another nigga and ends up killing him.
Oh, that's what happened?
That's what happened. Niggas took what he was saying because niggas don't listen. So, they thought like, you know what I mean? Like normal ignorant niggas, oh, Sauce killed the nigga out there. First of all, he's in Cali. He don't have no gun. You know what I'm saying? He's from Houston.
Yeah.
He's out there chilling, doing what most entertainers do, shopping, vibing with the people that they check in with out there.
Yeah.
The niggas try to run down on him. He fought the nigga off and got away. That's why he got the black eye and all that. The nigga pistol with the, but he was able to get away. He got low. He got out of there. And the dude just went down the block, wherever, on the same strip and tried to rob another person.
And then he got smoked.
And then he killed the other person. The other nigga tried to fight too, but he killed him.
Oh wow!
See, Sauce got away.
He got away, but the other nigga,
the other nigga, unfortunately, he did not get away. He got killed.
You know what, Wavy? As long as that we growing up in the era, California, when it came to the gangbanging part of me, it was never about the money part with them. It was all about that type of shit. The sticking ups, the robbing banks, the drive-bys. Like, we knew they got money, but their violence, spinning block shit always superseded. You know what I'm saying? Like in New York. We got sticker crews, of course, but New York's known for money. You know what I'm saying? We're known for getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Where they're known for violence. So it's not surprising what you said about a guy on a hard drug, and that's what they do. Every Jack boys.
That's a fact.
It's just that the fucked up part about the Jack boys is you got some that'll rob you and let you live.
Exactly.
But
My thing is, like, I guess he just wasn't aware of his the circumstances. I'm pretty sure he was, but like I said, man, some people just it's comfortable. He's like, fuck, I'm black. I'm in a black neighborhood. I'm good.
I'm good.
But unfortunately, man, that's why we get that bad stigma, and then people get mad when the whiteys or whoever's talking about niggas and how we do this and that to each other. There's a prime example why them niggas have that, you know what I'm saying, have them words for us.
But you know what, though? Poor people are going to do what poor people do, bro. Drug addicts are going to do what drug addicts do. There's places in St. Louis, right? You got the north side of St. Louis that's very poor. A certain portion poor. That shit look like the wire, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They got some good restaurants there, have some good food. But I read the newspaper how dudes will go and get a piece of chicken, some chicken and rice, and have to gun it out with niggas out there because niggas be trying to rob them niggas. You know what I'm saying? We talking about everyday niggas. You know what I'm saying? So there be times I be want to go to the north side, yo, wife, let's go get some. Nah, I'm not going over there. You taking deadly chances because niggas will sit there, watch you, follow you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And that's one thing I'm learning about the culture with this Midwest shit. Dudes will follow your car, wavy. This is not about, like, I be in the car, the wife will be like, yo, son, get out your phone, bro. I'm like, why? Get out your phone. Pay attention.
And that's why I was
be following us. Because one time I had to pass a check in Western Union, wavy. I'm from New York. I know no better. I walk out with the money in my hand.
Exactly.
Like, what you talking about? Get the fuck in, yo, get in the car. You know what I'm saying? No, hold on. Somebody follow us. Let's go. Dudes will follow you. So think about this. In St. Louis, they have a California, you know what I'm saying? Because those are the dudes that came out here.
I was about to say they have a West Coast culture because that's the niggas who brung them day gangs and all that shit like that.
Yeah, they brought all that shit to the Midwest. So they're moving the way they move out there. The way it was, yo, holy, so we did out there. And it's fucked up because PnB, you wasn't like a K Flock, you know what I'm saying, that was asking for it. Let those shout out to K Flock and them niggas that was rapping about the killings in the depths. It's twisted, man.
And that's what I said. I'm kind of surprised because I seen the academics interview, and that's not his first time having run-in with people trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, as they say, press the nigga or try to get the nigga, because he said it in the interview. That was like the second time that's happening. Bro, he said they followed him before too.
Yes, they do, bro.
They pulled up, and when he was about to go in a parking spot, they jumped into the parking spot. He went in the store, he came out, they was there. Like, so this already had happened before. So I'm saying to myself, damn, bro, like, so you really aware of that shit? Like, I don't get of the.
So what you just said. So now, you're aware that this is what these guys, this type of time these guys.
Yeah, there's this is the energy out there right now.
So why keep putting yourself in that melting pot? Why? Like I said, why walk into the smoke? But then you would, but because some dudes will feel like, man, I'm not scared, or maybe white people want to go to California.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
My thing is this, man. I don't respect those. You know why? Because in my mind, I'm saying this, and this is just me. I could be bugging, but I know I'm not. If that shit was one of those rich ass kilo slinging fucking Mexican niggas out there with all the diamonds and walked up in there with two of his essays, them niggas would have not did nothing.
Nothing.
Because the Mexican niggas would have fucking started some shit, came over there with like 500 Mexicans going crazy. So this is the shit that's distasteful to me. Like, y'all niggas doing that to another black nigga that's, once again, not in the game. He's a rapper. He's an R&B. He's an R&B rapper at that. He's not even like a rapper.
because Wavy, they know, you know this way. They know that there's gonna be consequences. See, one thing about the consequences is what neighborhood they from. Fuck it, I want 10 niggas dead on that block. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The consequences is there. You know what I'm saying? Compared to this rap nigga.
Niggas that have the whole MA out there on their ass. Exactly. So they playing the numbers.
Yeah. Because remember, they on real time. Okay, we going for 8 bricks. We want his whole family. You know what I'm saying? You'll snatch
This thing, they're like, hey, this guy's by himself with his wife. He's not even from out here. Let's get him. Let's do him bad.
Yeah, and that goes to show you, right? What you just said right there. The respect when it comes to the Mexicans is, if I try, and I'm pretty sure you have dudes that try Pablo or Little Edwin, but the consequences is 8 dudes died. That's how these wars.
Yeah, you might find your family's head dismembered and shit. Exactly.
Because they don't care. Yo, listen, we done smuggle 8 in. That blocks down, make it hot every day. We don't care. Because if you get locked up, all they gonna do is send you back. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yo,
that's a fact.
A nigga told me that when we was in Cape Vincent. Nigga said, yo, it was from El Salvador. They was fucking around. They was doing that shit in Long Island. They was like MS-13s, bro. He said, yo, dude that make it across the border, that's MS-13. They was like hide hitters, my nigga. Like, all they gotta do is deport you. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
That's a fact.
I'm like, what? So let's imagine LA where there's a whole bunch of shit going on. They got throwaways. So listen, yo, go over there, make it hot. You get caught, they're gonna send you back. Don't worry about it. Cop out, they're gonna send you back. They're going back home. They just come back in, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why that should be this shit. That's why I learned to pay attention, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything, this shit get real. I understand these rappers want this new thing is being real on camera, but wait a minute, these niggas is more dangerous than the average drug dealer, my nigga.
Yeah, man, this shit is crazy, man. I mean, damn, they did that PnB bad, man. That was fucked up how they did that, young man.
His wife, now the world is gonna look at it like his wife tried to Addy and he got a stash.
Nothing to do with that woman, man. She's out there, you know how I mean? First of all, that's what women do on Instagram. They like going out to nice restaurants, especially when they Cali, whether it's Miami, Atlanta, New York. They go to these nice places or the places of interest that people go to, and they post pictures and they tag, I'm in whatever this restaurant, having a great time. Like, that is not uncommon. Please, that shit is not. That girl had nothing of nothing, but she was having a good time with her nigga.
Good time, man, and it's just the world that
ignorant niggas went and ruined it
because of jewels,
because of jury.
Not so much because the name that we make for ourselves, not even trolling.
Yo, you know what's crazy, Zeke? Because in real hindsight is that those type of niggas, first of all, that jury, them niggas is gonna get less than 30. Dumb niggas getting less than 30% of what that shit worth. Those dumb niggas, exactly. Like you get like you just took a nigga's life for nothing in reality. Petty dollars. You gonna get high, my nigga.
That chain's gonna bury you. You know what I'm saying? You have the insurance on it.
You're not gonna prosper from that jokes. That's nothing you getting from that. Nothing. You're not changing your life with that money from that jury. You're not at all.
You know what's funny is when remember when Biggie Smalls was sort of like, yo, dudes want to kill. And remember Biggie Smalls before he died, he really got low. You know what I'm saying? Like he got low. I think he got to a car accident or some shit like that. He really got low. But then you see what happened when he came outside and this was one event in California, he got assassinated, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yo, Zeke, you know what it is? I think this is it. I think this is just a new time. Like, you remember back in the 80s, the beginning, like how hip hop entertainers, they just wanted to be around the street hustlers, this and that, but the hustlers didn't care for them too much because they wasn't part of the streets or the game or the cult. The times have changed from that 90s, 2000. Like, niggas look at rappers as if they in the street, so that's why they feel like, fuck it, they subjected to the street code.
Yo, you know what's funny? Yo,
they hang around these niggas in the street, so
they're beginning to forget that they're entertainers and they're trying to put themselves with the street codes.
Once you do that, you subject it to the whatever the game is, the rules of the game. Rules of engagement. That's a fucked up situation.
Fucked up, wavy. Yo, wavy, man. That's it. You know, because like you said, man, that's like you and wifey out of town. Like, yo, I want to go to Roscoe's. It's support black business for the people.
You can't even go have some chicken and waffles peacefully with your family without a nigga putting a gun in your face.
And then it's like, as soon as you get there, and like I said, a lot of times, man, it's just painted. Wavy, man. It's dudes got a thing with being paranoid. Like, I can't show the fear of them. Pay attention, nigga. Look in the back. Because a lot of times, the opposite is riding right behind you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or right past you. What happens is dudes always looking. Somebody see you go, oh, ain't that son? Not even son, but they see the chain. The chain supersedes the face. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
I mean, listen, he was looking like $1 million. He was looking like millions of dollars, man. He was out there in a brand new S580, a lot of jewelry. Like, most common people in that neighborhood from what the West Coast dudes that we be vibing with his son. He's like, bro, that shit is dangerous what he was doing.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? So they
said that shit was dangerous what he was doing out. He said that's dangerous for any nigga to do, even from out there. So like, he said on one of the homies from where he from? He from the lanes. We be chopping. He said they be mad like ops and all that. They just be right there, like in the garage, in the back cuts. They sit there, they watch people. Yeah, that's what they do. He said that's like common over there. He said that shit dangerous.
That bad. So I see what you're saying.
Even the sucker Wack was saying that even Wack was throwing little shots though, because he's a sucker, but he was like, yeah, that shit is a real dangerous place. But he was throwing shots though in his room at
wasn't him and
he's a clown.
Wasn't he beefing like a month ago on Clubhouse or something like that? They had words or something like that.
I have no idea. I don't know if they did or not.
I think Wack had an argument with everybody about the.
That's a fact. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So he throw his shots like you know what I'm saying. Wax are throwing torpedoes at it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. And I just think, like you said, man, it's sad, man. And his wife probably gonna feel, or his girlfriend.
Man, listen, 30 years old, Zeke. 30, Zeke.
Baby, man. He's a baby, man.
But you know what? I look at it like this, Zeke. Everyone has a different destiny, and thank God, because guess what? Guess where me and you probably was at 30?
Yeah.
Thank you. We were saved, nigga. Thank you, Zeke. I ain't want to have to say it. We was in a lot of people don't realize that should be saving a lot of lives too, that prison shit.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? There was niggas that could have been dead out in the street, but they caught a quick dime, 15, a little 20, put their asses away for quite some time, so they far removed from the street.
Yo, what's funny, man, is when you said that. I told my man that. I said, yo, son, a lot of times I went to jail, it saved me, because a lot of times when I went to jail, some crazy stuff happened after.
Even you know what's so funny? Even his young brother, even PnB, like he was wild in the street in the beginning. That's how he got locked up. He came home and became successful doing the hip hop thing. That's why I said like he wasn't even in that lane no more. He rocked with his Philly people, he vibes, but as you can see, Zeke, I used to see him here even uptown by himself with his girl shopping and weird shit like that.
Yeah,
with them nice cars, because he's just like a regular dude, like one of the homies, like regular nigga, like he ain't on it.
Cause what happens, man. A lot of people, man, like some of the dudes I grew up with, some of the dudes you all grew up with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes is likable. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've seen a likable nigga get robbed before. You know what I'm saying?
I know. That's the problem, niggas. The Wolves is always gonna view that as weak.
I see the Wolves in the corner. You know that the bus.
This nigga too nice, yo.
The bus depot.
Sad.
You know my block got this bus depot.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Son will always come.
Parking
at a certain time. Hey, that's what I tell you. You never let this. You talk about next time. Nigga will come around every day at a certain time, bro. Never miss at a certain time. So the Wolverines, the hyenas, they know it's your son. He come through at this time. He came through at a certain time. They was out there. They spent that corner by the bus depot.
Mm-hmm.
Threw a gun right in his face. You know what I'm saying? They snatched the chain, got his foot. I was like, oh shit, this shit is. But the moral of the story was, don't ever let a nigga know what time you're going somewhere. Like, you can't never let nobody know your movements. A lot of dudes get caught with the movements.
Mm-hmm.
Even hustlers get caught. That's how dudes not to get robbed no more. Yo, I can't let my man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's
Well, I mean,
that we
listen.
know that give us the runaround just because they don't want to.
My thing is this, yeah.
You hear me?
Naturally, a street nigga supposed to be thinking like that. That's my thing, Zeke. Like, that's the way you're supposed to be, but he ain't in the streets.
He's
That's
not.
what
But he
the
want to do
thing is.
street shit.
He a rapper. That's not no street shit going to have lunch. That ain't no street shit going to have lunch with your girl, nigga, at Chicken and Waffles.
Nah.
That's some human being shit.
That come with it.
That's some human being shit. And these niggas is on some wild shit, like just targeting anything and anyone.
That's a fact. I like what you just said. He was a regular guy that decided to go to a ghetto with some jewels on, with white because he's just showing love. But in the ghetto, you know that shit go. You a piece of steak to the wolves when they see them change. They ain't even look at him. They look at the Jews. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
I know, and he had that heavy shit on too. That nigga was
Hell
bugging.
yeah.
He had all them heavy shits on. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
PnB.
And that's what I mean. Dudes think that's what I mean. Dudes think it's important to go to, like I said, my man, you know, one fish, two fish was down the block from my block, bro.
That's a fact. All the hustlers used to go there. Heavy old time niggas that got money. You know that. That shit used to be popping.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Buck, Neiman Price and all that.
That's a fact.
There's a lot of dudes that was like, nah, I can't go to because a lot of niggas be in there. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I'm gonna go over here. A lot of dudes is going to the test smooth parties and all that. Like, nah, I ain't going to the fish. Man, niggas be in there. You know, if you wasn't in the know, the fish is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because different blocks of Harlem be in there.
Different blocks be in there. Niggas shit could jump off.
Yeah, anything can jump off. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had spots like the Country Club 86. We had spots that dudes was going to. Green Kitchens, the diner chef on the late night. That's what I'm saying. We found shit to eat where other motherfuckers wasn't going. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's go to Green Kitchen. Let's go to Jackson Hole. Shit that an average person wouldn't pull up to. You know what I'm saying? And that's how dudes was bumping heads. And this is dudes that was hustling. So imagine you get to the bag and now you're putting yourself in harm's way. You got dudes that wasn't going to City Island because they wasn't making enough money to go to City Island. You dig what I'm saying? so it was like you have to worry about bumping to a bum nigga at Sammy's. A nigga couldn't afford that $150 for a whole
for a nice little for that motherfucking shrimp parmesan and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so it's just getting out of hand, man. I definitely respect your opinion. You know what I'm saying? The man didn't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? He didn't deserve it, man. For a lot of you guys, stop putting yourselves on harm's way. Even though it's fucked up, you should have freedom to go where you want to go. But in ghettos, man.
Like, just go, nigga. You don't go there with all your shit. Like, go over. Don't go where you know you feel like these niggas gonna want to do something. You just over some shirt.
Definitely.
You could have went right over there with her without that shit on.
Hell yeah, that shit is crazy, man. But with that being said, man, what you want to leave out with?
I want to leave out with peace to my nigga Zeke Black. Everybody follow Feed the Wolves. You already know what time it is, my nigga. Giving you authentic street and motherfucking newscasting at its finest. So you already know it's Eastside Love, Zeke salute, and everybody tap in, hit that like button.
That like button, baby. Definitely salute.
Salute.
Definitely, you know what I'm saying? That's wavy. You know what I'm saying? Push that knife. Some may know him as iced out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to East Harlem, man. You know what I'm saying? Cali dudes are not getting no money. Yo, that's crazy. It's a dirty game, man. And PnB didn't deserve that, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely. You know what I'm saying? He definitely didn't deserve that. His family didn't deserve that. You know, shout out to all the rap artists speaking out about this. And Nicki Minaj said some things. I gotta find it. She said something that was very interesting. Let me find it, man. Nicki Minaj. Because you gotta deal with that realization, man. He could have just ordered on DoorDash chickens and waffles would still be alive today. Nicki Minaj speaks out after PnB murder. Let's educate ASAP, she says. This is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has paid tribute to the late rapper PnB Rock and is doing so addressing gun crime and hip hop artists' real and ongoing being targeted. PnB Rock died Monday, September 12th, after he was shot at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Los Angeles at the age of 30. The artist, real name Hashim Allen, was dining in the restaurant with his girlfriend Stephanie, who posted and then deleted a location tag photo of the couple's meal on her Instagram story. When the shooting occurred at 1:23 Pacific time, the Los Angeles Police Department confirmed to Billboard. He's one of many in the hip-hop community who've been murdered. A troubling list that dates back to Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G., Run DMC, Master J, and beyond, and includes in more recent years like the likes of Pop Smoke and Nipsey. After Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts. This is what Nicki Minaj says. To show waffles and some fried chicken, Nicki Minaj tweeted. This is her tweet right here. Nicki Minaj. And people make sure, you plug it out instead of the slander come out. But you know, Nicki, you know, the people around these rappers gain so much. It's time to start really reminding them over and over. At least try to put your foot down. If you can't tell them you're not loved like you think you are. You're prey in the world full of predators. What's not clicking? See what I said earlier? You see what I said earlier? What happens to the guy that has a brain in the crew? There's always one smart guy in the crew. There's always one smart guy in the crew. Debbie, shout out to all of our family. Shout out to my OSB Gambinos on 850. You heard? Albany, New York. You know what I'm saying? Debbie, shout out to the On Street Boys. It is plenty of dudes from Cali getting money, but like any city, there are a lot of broke dudes. 60% of black people in NYC live in the projects. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It's the facts. Couldn't short grind that was popping. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we all know they get into the bag, but they're known out of to us as being more violent. You know what I'm saying? That's just how a lot of us got the information: the drive-bys, the stick-ups, the robbing liquor stores, the carjackings, the so on, such. Y'all know. We got the same shit too, but y'all had it already. You know what I'm saying? Executioner. Let's not act like PnB Rock was some type of saint or anything. Let's not shot people as well. Okay, I never knew that, but definitely Mr. Executioner in the building. TSTV. You what? We in the building. Let me see if I get this guy up. Pick him up. Back on scene. Crispy, clean. Shout out to Wife Southern Bell. You heard? Shout out to Wife Southern Bell. The Southerners. You know what I'm saying? And that's people are speaking out against it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, you good. You want to jump in the stream right now? You can. You want to. Yeah, I'm on now. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. So like I said, man, what I'm gonna say is, in any conversation, you know, I don't know if the location dropping is an official thing, but I'm gonna say is nigga wasn't on point, man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on point, man. I mean, how can you be on point when they look on you and they try to rob you and they just come out shooting or whatever the case may be? Is there such thing as just being a little bit more attentive? Is there such thing as somebody going nasty and it's not a good idea? There has to be a such thing as that. I know we got some dudes that's ticking time bombs. I don't give a fuck, and I do what I want to go and I do what I want to do. Yeah, that worked for you, my nigga, but that don't work for everybody else. When you look at the stats of the other, I don't give a fuck niggas, okay, they're losing. They're not really winning. The stats ain't half and half. It's not 60-40. It's always 2% to 99% losses. Somebody going to jail for 100 years. Those niggas is dead or they crippled. Or some crazy shit like that. So you got to understand that I don't give a fucks. I put you in a fucking situation. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta be smart, man. When did we stop being smart? That's the question. When did we stop being smart? What was it cool to be stupid? What was it cool to be dumb? Come on, man. I appreciate when people like Nicki Minaj is ready. You gotta say something. I can't just keep sitting here and because I can say we can sit here and blame the shooters all day, but this is what they do. This is what the shooters do. This is what they do. This is what stick-up kids do. This is their line of work. Here's this thing for the black man killing another black man. I might even know if it was a black man. It could have been a bunch of Mexicans who did this shit. We don't know. We find out. But this is what their line of work is. We know that there's wolves, there's wolverines, there's hyenas. We know that. We know that. Walking around with that type of jewelry attracts different type of eyes. I might want to look at the chain. That's a dope chain. But then you get around a hyena, that's a chain, that's $300. Yo, that's 10 racks. Yo, I ain't eat all week. Yo, son, we can take that, bring that to the scales. That's a brick. That's a half a brick. Be back, son. We just caught these rap niggas come out the strip club. Everybody's eyes is different, bro. So you're supposed to be already on point looking around. Nah, not relax. Why put yourself in a situation to become the victim? Of course, we're going to say it was a black man, black on black crime, why we treat something like that. But we have to deal with it. In poor areas, this is what happens. Happens anyway. Poor people do what poor people do. Sorry to say this. Not everybody in the ghetto is poor, but some poor people do what poor people do. Even some not really poor, but hang out with poor people. They pick up poor habits and they do what poor people do. Sell drugs and rob and burglarize and do all the shit that poor people do to make economics in their life. Now let's think about that, what I just said. Think about that, what I just said. Let's think about that build right there. It's not so much, it's about somebody telling you, yo, son, who's your man? So you're going to go somewhere where there's a bunch of poor people with $1 million of jewelry on your fucking neck. So obviously you like to go places where somebody's going to attempt to rob you or do some shit to you. So since they wasn't successful the second, see, that's what I mean. Since they wasn't successful the first time, fuck, I'm going back for a second time. I'm going right back for another run at this. More so shit don't be making sense because y'all niggas be listening to dudes that wasn't outside, that really wasn't outside, that wasn't around nothing important. Dudes that don't care about safety. Like I told you, dudes be online, they be in the car like this. Yo, don't even look and see if they being followed. You got dudes dropping addies. Yeah, that happens. Dudes drop an addy. Okay, boom. But nowadays, dudes ride around with guns in their car. Oh shit, that's something. Oh what? Yo, boy, that chicken and waffles. You can't be the cleanest nigga at the restaurant, my nigga. You can't be. You stick out like a sore thumb. You probably had that options around the corner, like, no, that nigga wasn't around the corner. He bugging. You dudes gotta get your life together, man. You know what I'm saying? This is some real shit on real nigga time, man. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we hate to hear the message of reality. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I could go in all day on the dudes. Dudes, you wrong for that. But that's what stick kids do. They rob people. This is their line of work. They don't have a conscience. It just seems to be they're gonna rob certain nationalities all the time, but this is their line of work. The dudes that rob AZ, you're wrong for what you did. This is what y'all do. AZ should have been more smart and more careful with letting dudes know how he moved, so that nobody would have never knew how to get to the Cuzzo house. Get the door open. Gotta be more careful, man. So it comes, and I know you're a rapper, but you're doing things what street niggas do. That's what street niggas do. They go to Wasco's, right? But they go with 2-3 other gangbang niggas that stripped up looking around all day all crazy because anything can happen at any given time. You feel what I'm saying? I hate doing lives like this because because it's sad to see another black man has passed away. African Queen was popular. It's sad to see another black man pass away. It's really sad, man. But we have to deal with these realities. Yeah, you're a rapper, but you're putting yourself in situations with things that happen to you. Yeah. So you're doing shit what street niggas do. You're just not trying to use the same street nigga logic. And that's just how this shit go, bro. That's just how this thing goes. And I know some niggas go, yo, and da-da-da. I'm just telling you from being outside for a long time. A bunch of stupid niggas get thrown in the back of cars, kidnapped because they was doing too much, not paying attention to their surroundings, knowing the Wolverines was across the street, paying attention. Yo, Thursday, we're going to snatch this nigga up, get straight to the safe. That's exactly what happens. A lot of you niggas, but then I know a nigga that was under the radar a little bit. We got close to $500,000 with a bunch of Wolverines that hung out all day in front of this building. And then they realized, oh shit, he had $500,000 upstairs. They didn't know how to move, man. You can't actually get robbed. The streets is you do things, you can't do things that street niggas do and not put yourself in street nigga clothes because now it's just legal money. You can't be going to a strip club with shooters. You're all going to inhabit their issues. You can't be in the mix. Real life, real spirit was Papino. You're gonna inhabit the issues, the pain, the stress. So when shit get crazy, you can't get back on the, nah, I'm just a rapper. No, you're doing what street niggas do. You know you're going to the goddamn ghetto. King Abel was popping, boom, boom, you heard? King Abel in the building, you know what I'm saying? Every shout out to all my Boricuas in the building, man. Lesson learned, man. I know some niggas that had security all the time. These niggas are street niggas. These are street niggas. These are street dudes that had high security. Tell you, nigga go to Mr. G's to buy a pair of sneakers. He got two good shooters with him. What the fuck? Yo, son, what's up? See, they look seriously in my face. I know these little niggas looking at me. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, son, see, nah. You don't know everything is good. What the fuck? Yo, such a little man right there. That's the line of work you was in. You trust no one. But y'all keep playing with a game that we trust no one in, but figuring because you're rapping and you're getting away with some type of VIP pass. It don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. In our line of work, we don't trust each other. So why would you want to play in our line of work? Yo, Kim's reaction show was pop and salute. In our line of work, we don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? So now you want to do the same shit I'm doing, but now I'm a rapper on stage? You bugging, bro. Let's get to the get down. Let's have a real conversation here. Stick them kids on what the fuck they do. This their line of work. Your whole position is don't put yourself in a stick them kids' diamond eyes. That's your job. When you go out of town, the first thing you want to know is where the Brooklyn niggas is at. Why? I don't give a fuck where you going to glow. You could be in the middle of Compton. Are there Brooklyn niggas out here? Or Brooklyn type of niggas? Because you don't want your name coming out their mouth. You know, at the gambling spot, the after hours, when niggas are smoking the nice good, some weed, passing the blunt around. Oh, son, you seen that Lex he got? Well, he got a Lex? I knew he was getting like that. Yeah, son, I got the drop on him. Look, I got the drop on the nigga already. The nigga be on such and such, such and such, such and such. Get him. Suede, you said it the best, 815. Cali's not the move. But these niggas love going to Cali. I remember when them niggas violated Sean Kingston. Niggas love going to Cali. And then when some fucked up shit happened, is it the not me syndrome? Yo, he did it to him, don't happen to me. Yeah. When you, I'm not gonna say check it, right? Let's say I want to run around California freely and be the nigga I am, the ignorant nigga I am sometimes. I'm a rapper. I done went diamond. But I want to go to swap meet. I need to get the Roscoe's. I need to go with Nipsey at the store at. I want to ride around the district. I might have 2-3 niggas in that car with me. Go ahead. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Anything following, anything funny, we going, we out. You know what I'm saying? It's always been, I'm gonna tell you what's so fucked up, King Abel, shout out to Funny Man. I'm gonna tell you what's so fucked up. There's always some dirty little niggas who probably did this shit, bro. That's whack. Some dirty little niggas who just did it because these niggas got habits and yo, we're gonna take the chain to the scales and we can do this. Yo, I killed the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Take it to the scales and now we rich. Or who knows? You know what I'm saying? That's the part that's sad. That's the part we have to get through our heads, man. There's poor people everywhere. And there's poor little niggas everywhere. Opportunities are opportunity. These young niggas ain't like how we was. All we did was drink beer. The crowds didn't hang out together. Dudes that sniff coke didn't hang out with weed heads. The coke crowds had their own crowd. The English crowds had their own crowd. The mescaline crowds had their own crowd. The beer crowds had their own crowd. But sometimes the beer niggas hang out with the weed niggas, but niggas just don't pass the blunts. But now you got these dudes, they do everything on one. They doing Molly, they doing perks, they doing fentanyl, they doing crystal meth. These dudes is jungle junkies. They're running around emotionally off balance. It's crazy, man. These dudes are more addicted to legal drugs than they are to the illegal drugs. Chemicals, legal substances. They got a piece of opium in it. Lean is a legal thing because we had codes. Doctor's description. You could get some lean. You could get perks from a doctor, from the pharmacy. Legal substances. Salute, Lionel Robinson, salute. So this shit is a real conversation. We're not freestyle fanaticing. We're not faking the funk with a nasty dunk. We get to the get down. When do we finally say, Let me stop putting myself in harm's way unless I'm ready to go all the way. And somebody gonna go, yo, Zeke Black is talking crazy, and Zeke Black. I'm just telling you for real. You trying to save your kid's life? So this is what happens when you play in these streets. Nah, but I'm not out there. I just want to be a rapper. Nah, nigga, you be a rapper. Like Gucci Rap said, riches. You can be a rapper, but don't play with the streets. Go with the riches. That's a message. You can be a rapper, but stay in that rapper's lane. Be an entertainer. Marlon was popping. Once you leave the rapper lane, once you leave the rapper, you have two lanes to go. You can either go to super. You could go in the lane of staying out the way, getting your money, or you could be a rapper and go, now it's my time to become a street legend. And then what comes with that is the streets. You see what's done with the rappers? Jam Master Jay been on some of the best tours in the world. Walk This Way is a classic. He's performing over the globe with heavy metal groups and rock groups going on these tours. But you speak about his death. Allegedly, he died over a drug deal going wrong. How does that happen? Jam Master Jay. He ain't died over nothing else than allegedly a drug deal going on. Or a drug conversation went all the way out the way. What is going on in hip hop, man? And he should know better. What's going on, man? Why are we putting ourselves in harm's way? You gotta be smarter. Do you have to have a sit down at a Zeke Black class? Why? We don't want to be in the street. Fuck you want to play in the street for? It gives me street credibility. Oh, for what? You ain't doing nothing in the streets to be credible, you fuck. So you think being a rapper is gonna make you credible because you're taking chances of getting shot at and getting robbed? Yo, ever since Chris joined that blood gang shit, look at him. He look like a fucking zombie. Because he thinks it gives us some type of credibility. What revolution you're fighting? You're selling hundreds of millions of records. But every time you play with the gang, you get some type of stupid charge. You're getting caught up and it's costing you money. It's costing you money just to be, oh, I'm gang related. Yeah. But see, I told you, I think him and Wack was arguing a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that's why he said what he, you know what I'm saying? He was going at it over the, Wack's artists. His artist of all artists. You know what I'm saying? And this gives a T-Wack, a Californian nigga. He always say this. It's funny. People do get mad at Wack when they go, yo, I just don't respect outsiders. There's a bunch of niggas that also say they don't respect out-of-towners. I'm not saying that PnB was part of a gang, but niggas always be saying, I don't respect out-of-towners. I don't respect out-of-towners. And then we look and we see the shit that they do to out-of-towners, bro. Not just gangs, just out-of-towners. It look like out-of-towners. You go out there with that out-of-town shit, you want that rap shit, you want to do gold chains on the clubs, you want to hang out downtown LA, you want to be with the stars, and it's all plastic down there. You want to do the do. Okay, these are the consequences. Come here, stupid. Come on, man. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Wi-Fi's getting these niggas. Wi-Fi killing these, getting these niggas killed, man. It's getting these niggas killed, man. You can't show a bunch of poor people all day how much money you got because you on these IGs and these Facebooks and these YouTubes and this is what I'm doing, and then now you're in the face with the Wolverines outside. They didn't even see him. They seen the chain. Yo, boom. There's probably a bunch of rappers that go through there and get something to eat, get the fuck up out of there. But they seen the jewels. Yo, he out and he chilling. I'm right. But you don't realize the Wolverines, they see things differently. By the time they got to you, it was already discussed. Bringing that shit to scales, I'm gonna get 2-3 bricks, we get some fentanyl, some Molly, we get a bottle of Henny. They already decided before they got to him what they're gonna do with that one. We can't go wrong. Fucking kill him, son. I ain't got time to wrestle with the nigga. Broad daylight. These niggas do, bro. What you get in California for a body? 8 years? 5 years? 6 years? That's rehab for these niggas, man. That's rehab to most of these dudes. 5 years, 6 years? That's like going to rehab. Seriously, party people, that's like going to rehab. Finesse the Dawn goes, being in the city, tourists keep their face in their phone with their bags on like this. And then so they put their head down, a gun right in their face. Come here, stupid, give me anything. They do, they go, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. That's what happens, man. You pay attention, you looking around, yo, listen, man. I start getting paranoid. I start walking back and forth. Listen, wait, fuck all that. This is over here. There's certain gas stations I don't go to because, you know what I'm saying? There's certain gas stations out here I don't go to. White people be like, yo, you wild. White people put me on the game, my nigga. No, white people on the game. Listen, nigga, I'm not going to that gas station. Too much shit be going. Too many niggas in front of there. Chick that got shot in the head by accident. Niggas, because out here there be a lot of, call them shits in the street, those, like, you know, traffic situation where dudes be road rage. I don't know, white niggas start clapping. Nigga, ain't got time for that shit. Shout out to Macmean's in the building. Shout out to the BX Bubble, you heard? You're gonna have Macmean pull up, see what he think about this. You know, Macmean got experience in the music industry. He might even knew PnB, you know what I'm saying, or know some dudes around him. But he's been in the industry for years. Guy from the streets, did his jail time, came home and cleaned up right. Got into the industry, did a couple of movies on Netflix. Good guy. Y'all might just know him as Macmean, but Macmean has done a lot. Just in the industry alone, a lot of dudes wasn't able to make that transition doing more than 10 or 15 years in jail. They hit the music industry. So definitely shout out to Macmean, you know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? It's at some time, right? You have to allow my man AK Mafia, shout out to AK. Only allow real ones in your circles, man. Because a real one gonna tell you the truth. See, a real one's gonna tell you the truth. A man that's solid can tell you the truth. The cult leader, God damn it. My man, Jim Jones, the cult leader, Jim Jones. Jim Jones is in the building. You got Jimmy. Jim Jones. You got Jim Jones.
Hey, yo, that nigga stole my whole style, Ziggy. Yo,
It's style the cult leader.
that nigga stole my whole style. My
Yeah.
name's John Jones.
What's going on, man? Shout out to the cult leader in the building. There's a lot going on right now. That mean, you know, you come from the dirty corners like I've come to, the crevices. We come from buildings that was full of lead, no hot water sometime. I want to ask you a question.
They don't even know what lead is. All that paint that was chipping on the
You're
wall.
making that up to my back.
Tap the wall and the chipping up. Yeah.
It's a lot of our best friends because of the lead. You know what I'm saying?
Lead poisoning, yeah. And a lot, yes, I forgot about that. And asbestos. Lead asbestos.
You know what I'm saying? So we come from that shit. You can build this down to smell that shit. I want to ask you a question, man. Why is it me, or why is a lot of rappers are going from out of town to California, and it seems to be they're crashing out, not just from New York, but from Atlanta, Philly. What is going on? Because I'm pretty sure you've been out there.
I can tell you, from the outside looking in. Okay, my experience, like when I first came home, like you said, I have experience in the music industry. I worked at Def Jam 4 years. I worked with everybody from Hove to, I got song with Capone, from Capone Noriega. I got shit with, you know, we got a lot of music out there. and I've been around a lot of rappers, which made me travel a lot. In 2003, when I start going to California. That's how, I don't know if you know Yuck Mouth always on
Yeah,
my channel.
yeah, I've seen him on this podcast. Yes.
Yeah, this is my homeboy. Like I slept in these niggas' houses and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I went out there, I'm hearing about a Mac Dre, San Quinn, you know what I'm saying, Messy Mauve. Start meeting these cats. I had a chick out there in Cali, so I lived out there in the Bay for a while, for years. You know what I'm saying? So Cuzzo Fly and all these niggas, these are my brothers. When they come from from LA or the Bay or whatever, and they come to New York, they with me. They in my baby mama
Yeah.
house, my mother house. Same thing with Millie's, white boy Millie's. When he used to come from Boston, when he
Yeah.
was a little kid, he'd be in my house. You know what I'm saying? I've been all around the country with these niggas. Now I'm not trying to name drop the show.
No,
What I'm
he's just breaking it down. They don't know. It's
yeah,
educating people. It's not name dropping. It's educating them because they don't know. We know. Like, I might know what you're talking about, but a lot of them don't know. A lot of them are from different countries, or a lot of them ain't from the web. From a lot, we assume that all the time, but a lot of our fans don't come from the streets. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sharing the video right now so we get some people up in there.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now. Look, but now for the people that don't know, like back then, like the way we moved in the industry. You know what I found funny, Zeke, and you probably gonna be able to identify with this because me and Saladin spoke about it. When I first came home and I got in the game and I started working at Def Jam, one thing I noticed was that a lot of niggas that I was up north with was working at Def Jam. They was there. I'm talking about they was like A&Rs. They was, had a promo. They was just there, like mad niggas. They was slap. I go to Rockefeller. I know everybody in Rockefeller. I go to Murder Inc. I know everybody in Murder Inc.
Yes.
Double Impact Records, Dipset, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It was 3 floors in Def Jam, 27, 28, and 29th floor. And they was all connected. So once you went into the main floor, you could get through everybody office, Island Records. This is all in the Universal building, right?
Boom. I like that. Yes. Yes.
Now they all housed in there. Now that building was pretty open building to get in, even though you had more than 300 artists signed to Def Jam.
Yeah.
They was under federal investigation, due to the stuff that was happening with Murder Inc.
Yeah. I
So
remember that.
now you have a record label that goes from 300 and something artists up to maybe about 380. Niggas like Jinx the Juvie was signed to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Like that.
remember that. Yeah. They
Everybody,
locked up.
they,
Is he home yet?
I don't know. But I know somebody know him personally, and I think that they get in contact with him. But look, just for the sake of moving the conversation along, right? This is how it was. More than 300, Zeke. When that indictment came, and trust me, all of this correlates back to the PND thing. Now, on PnB thing, you know what I'm saying? Prayers up for old boy because I just ain't like the way it looked. Right now, the reason that late they was hot. It was because the investigation with Murder Inc. Now, what
Yes.
happened was because of that 380 person artist roster went down to 11 artists overnight. You want to know why? Because of the street element. The street element was so prevalent in the record industry. Now, if you go, when I used to be around death row artists, right? This is what I learned about them. Just like Rough Riders, a lot of their stuff they handled in house. So they had a problem, they boxed in there. You know what I mean? Suge raised those motherfuckers like they was his kids, just like DNY. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jay Prince, just like
Yes.
Diddy. Whether you like it or not, Diddy had personal relationships with Biggie, personal relationships with all these people. You know what I'm saying? Now, with those relationships and stuff, right? You had security because what did you do? You hired your man. You know what I'm saying? As a
How's your
security.
man?
Hired your man that became the A&R. You hired your man that became the promoter. Whenever I used to book Cameron or one of them, I never dealt with money hand to hand. Cameron could tell you this. I dealt with British or Big Joe, street niggas. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And you know what they did? They put the tax on it unless you was peoples.
Yeah.
So Cam booking fee might have been 15, but Cam might have only seen 2 G's out of that, my nigga.
Yeah.
That
With the taxes.
like
Yeah.
and go to French Montana. I used to book French Montana, I have French come out to Jersey. French be like, yo, Mac, just get me there, come pick me up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And get me home, nigga. And I'll be telling them niggas his booking price that they will catch online. The point is that French, up into this new regime that you got under the Q after QC records, like that
Yeah.
Migos and all them, you
Mhm.
notice Migos never got shot, they never got killed. None of the artists under QC got murdered. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Exactly.
You're right.
So what happens is you got this wild, wild west for the artists, and instead of artists, because there was so much fuck the record label and fuck that type of business model idea. What they did was look at, okay, niggas got jerked for record labels. I mean, for deals and all that. Okay, that can't happen to you. And it wasn't even a requirement back then. What happened was niggas was signing their life over because they ain't never seen 15 bands, 50
Hell
bands.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? The point I'm trying to make is that the structure of the record label was like they cared about the artists. Remember, Jay-Z will always be shitting on niggas about their per diem rate. Some people don't
Yes.
even know what per diem is. I ate off of per diem a lot of times in like reality television, because after those 4 years in Def Jam, I went directly into television for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So that per diem check, I didn't understand the per diem check until I worked in the movie industry, and I learned that the artists was getting stipends. They were getting taxes were being filed on them. They were like children to the record labels. Now, once that business model changed and this Wild West come through, where they like fuck the old model, we gonna just what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my music out and do everything independent. What happens is, you know what I'm saying? When you go independent like that and you get power struck, a lot of your original people that start with you, Zeke,
Yeah.
they fall off. The people that care about you don't care about you no more. You require security. You can't have your homeboys. Let me tell you something. When Street Team, Fab, and them came out,
Yeah.
everybody know a chain was getting snatched. Everybody know that a football player was getting him.
Yeah.
Everybody knows somebody's wife ass was gonna get slapped. And guess what Fab was doing the whole time? Chilling where he's supposed to be in the VIP with his niggas. But guess what? They had niggas on the floor. When fucking 50 Cent used to roll, you seen 100 niggas come to the club. You cannot get through that. You can't just catch a nigga lacking.
Can't.
You wanna know why? Because 50 wasn't scared to share the wealth with his homeboys. These niggas today want to take the money and put the money phone.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying? They want to do that. They want to tell they niggas, I got no friends no more. All my friends is dead. Fuck y'all niggas. They want to put 1,000 bitches in their video. The homies is in the hood, fucked up. They want to claim they bloods and crips and all this shit in the
Yeah.
fucking videos and pay no dues. Yo, niggas get caught lacking. Triple X Tentacion. He got caught lacking like that. Dolph got caught lacking like that. All
Yeah.
these niggas, Triple Beans got caught lacking like that. They did that boy dirty.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. All these niggas got done dirty, and they still not doing what it takes to put the security on them. I'm not here to talk about the banditos. The
Hell
banditos is going to be
yeah.
the banditos, because let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. We got to look at both ends. You got one end, niggas is eating. On the other end, some hungry motherfuckers is out here. And if you talking that shit, I have to refer back to what you talking about in your music. I go back to your music and I say, let me break down what the fuck you was talking about. What attracted the bandits to you? Because guess what? They wasn't attracted to 50 Cent. 50 Cent had real beef with real niggas in the street, and they knew when it was bump. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk blood right now. They knew when it was bumming, especially when you in Bompton. Now, let me tell you something. LA, gun laws and space is different than New York. These are the two meccas of music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Atlanta is like that too. Ironically, a lot of niggas get smoked in Atlanta too, right?
Yeah.
But New York got the staunchest gun laws. Yeah, if you got a pistol in your hood, you're a special nigga. There's some niggas that I know that's 50 years old that had pistol for fucking that shit is crazy loud,
Hell yeah.
right?
Because you know what? People don't hear
Now,
that. They
hold
just
on, hold
see
on. 50 years. I know niggas that got 38 specials since the 80s, nigga. You feel me? The gun, when a nigga come to see you in New York, it's because you did something to offend him and he coming for you specifically. California is built different. I've been going to Cali for years, my nigga. There's times where I've been in Cuzzo Fly mama house, my nigga. And I walk out. Yo, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm walking to the store, right? Just to go get a pack of cigarettes or something. I turn around. I got two niggas with guns with me, walking with me. I'm like, yo, bro, the store's right across the street. They're like, yes. Well, you have to cross the street, though, Mac. They don't like us on that side of the street. What the fuck are you talking about? You talking about your mother live right here? So how the fuck you walk your dog? I don't walk them that way.
Yeah, niggas is
That gang shit.
crazy out here, man.
Hey, yo, and that is in the North where gang banging is not popular. Imagine how it looked for LA, my nigga. California is a different beast. If you ain't learned from Biggie dying out that motherfucker, all these people going out there, you know what I'm saying? They know. It's like, okay, if we knew that our angle in New York was being able to carry weapons and stuff like that, know that these artists is coming here, know where their concerts is at, know how to track them down, know how to, you know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna do it. So I'm saying that this is a blanket statement. This is like a general statement that niggas, the rappers, gotta move differently. Obviously, we got some mental shit going on with us, but it's not just in Cali. Niggas getting fucked everywhere, nigga.
Everywhere. That's what you just said, because that's the moral of the story. Why do people put themselves in harm's way? It's beyond my imagination. You know what I'm saying? I mean, okay, every hood there's an area that has more poverty than most areas. Am I right, Coat leader? There's so many areas that's more poor than others. They now have the best food in the world.
Hold on, can I give a segue real quick to give you some flowers? Yo, bro, your story on the YouTube street, you like, yo, oh, I love that. You need music behind that, and you need to not do nothing else but describe everything that's going on.
Part two. They're gonna be a part two soon.
That shit is fire. I want to steal that so bad, but I'm in the middle of it. I can't even steal your shit. I will steal your shit.
Listen, yeah. This is all about show spreading the love, man. That's how things grow. You plant the seed and let the flower bloom. You can't be selfish in this game. This game is most people grew because they wasn't selfish. You know,
You Zeke, right? You're a bipolar drunk, aren't you?
good.
You a happy drunk that tell the truth. I seen you drinking.
I'm good. I just
I'm the same way though.
I seen how people blew. I seen how, good example. Let's talk about the street. A good friend of mine had a block, but he didn't know how to count too good. But he had a block because it's popular on the block, and whatever he did, he had power on the block. He knew he had some land. I can't do it myself. I'm gonna go to a nigga who know how to count. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna do all the work? I got the block. And we're gonna share this money because I got the block and the flower.
Yeah.
And we both got rich together.
You know something? I'm gonna tell you something. That idea, that approach, right? That's like an OG's approach, because that's what we know. But then we grew up like that, Zeke, and then we entered a period of time. Let's just look at the music industry, right? We entered a time. Fuck it, let's keep it on the street and then move to the industry. I'm gonna tell you like this: on the block, this is what used to happen. I will come out with my dope, and then you will come out with your dope, right? And then me and you will fight each other. You feel me? Instead of like back in the days when we was on the block, we all was on the block together. It was our block.
Yeah.
And then we got this thing where there was a time coming into the 90s and the middle 90s. Yeah, it started becoming separation. And then what it did was boost the crime rate. It made 1988 to 1993 the highest statistically homicide rate was bananas. So whatever the fuck they think they're going through right now, they ain't got 500 bodies, right? Check it out. Guess what? Statistically, it was 3,000 bodies, 29 every year until Dinky came and played. That fucking murder rate was super high, right?
Yeah.
Show you something, right? On the street, something had to change. Niggas had to work together. Same thing with the industry. Like a lot of people blame it on 50. They say 50 is the reason why niggas start being separate. And what happened was that down south music started popping, and You know what I mean? Like we couldn't compete. We was out of the game for about 6-7 years. And
Yes.
then DJs got together and the DJ said, all that beef in New York, we got to start popping artists out. So now you see the Manola Roses coming out, the Casanovas, you know what I'm saying? The Fabios. You see niggas starting to put, the young MA.
Yes.
They open up the doors for the love to come back to the city. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like the streets the industry, the record industry mimics the streets the same way we're on this YouTube, right? Mimicking jail and the
Yeah.
street, right? So we're gate banging, right? This is what we do. We're gate banging. We instead of working together, like you said, like you like if I wanna do what Zeke did. I want to put some respect on your name, but also it's an acknowledgement that I like what you're doing and I'm willing to work with you. That approach, you know what I'm saying, is going back to the old school shit. Like fuck you, you doing it. I'm, you're still in my
Yes.
idea. I'm not showing.
Yeah,
I'm not
good money.
complimenting your work. I'm stealing your shit. You feel me? That's
It's
that's some feeling shit that got something to do with girl ass niggas because a man knows how to coexist between his thinking and
yeah.
his feeling.
Cause I
And
tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I could do something that's dope, but it goes nowhere. It can be dope. Oh, that shit's dope. That with that nigga did some crazy shit. But you could do it, and that shit go triple platinum. Now you see what I'm saying? The difference is it's just like on the album credit. Yo, shout out to Zeke Black. He gave me the idea to do this crazy shit. So now, with your 50 million followers, they're gonna go, who's Zeke Black? Now it's up to me to sell myself. If I can't sell myself, that's not your fault. See, that's where niggas get it on. You give the accolade, yo, this is a dope idea. I took off. But now, if I sell myself,
I'm gonna say something though.
I can't come to you and go, yo, well, he bit my shit or whatever the case may be, because
Well,
that's
that's what happened with Jim Jones. You got to think about it, right? This is why I
the
try to tell
cult
people.
leader. Now listen, you talk about the cult leader. You made it from the islands.
I'm John Jones.
Guy-
He's Jim. Now check this out, right?
You know what I'm
The
saying?
nigga start wearing. But it is what it is, right? Check it out, right? I'm gonna give you the example of that, right? I created Vampire Life. I made it a hot line. He made it a hot song, right? I never had no problem with Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? I've told this story a bunch of times.
Yeah, many times. Yeah.
We never had a problem. My people more or less had problems because you got niggas that got my shit tattooed on their neck, all on their body, bitches that died that got this shit on their body, and I don't have one tattoo. You feel me? So it was more disrespect to my team than anything. So it was never like a problem. Who's gonna run down on Carcanine? Like, come on, bro. Everybody's stealing the idea. What I looked at it as, to be real with you, was a good look for what I was doing already because he was putting attention on it. So
Yeah.
while my team is mad, low key, I'm like, damn, because there's so many people that I fuck with that's in your camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it was just a good look as far as people talking about it and just knowing about the vampire life. But I've been switched to the daywalker life. There's no accolades in certain things that you do. Like you're right. There's no accolades. I mean, we both have the same opportunity. You'll have a bum ass nigga that uses similar beat that I use. Don't say shit, but money, 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 blow, and I'm giving you jewels and don't do
You know
nothing.
what I'm saying?
The
It's
now look,
good. You can give you at the Emmys. You know what I'm saying? At least
now look,
you got the Emmys,
that's
yo.
that's the reflection of look, that's the reflection of the people that's absorbing what they want, the lower chakra music. They want that, right? They go to that. Does that mean that you switch what you're doing? We know that like look at the Griselda records. There was a time when nobody wanted to hear that shit, and
Yeah.
slowly but surely, you know what I mean? And that's called consistency. So even though the opportunity is there for both of us, that person that gets the 15 million views overnight doesn't last long as the person that sticks to his craft. You know
Just
what I'm
for his
saying?
craft.
And
Exactly.
another thing, to go back to the example of PnB, right? Sticking to the craft also means sticking to a known formula that works. When these artists stop using the formula that works, which is keep your day ones near you, that's what all of this that I'm saying is all about, to remind niggas that you cannot just shit on your people. You got to keep the people that there was somebody that would have jumped in front of that bullet for you if you would have been taking care of your people.
Yo, we seen it. I seen, yo, I know growing up when New York City had a crime rate of 3,000 motherfuckers dying, right? when the Bronx, per se, was the hood capital, not Brooklyn. The Bronx, the South Bronx was considered the most dangerous part of New York City at one point in time. You had dudes that was taking, you know what I'm saying? You had dudes that was getting hit because motherfucker was taking, like I said, people was taking care of people. You
Look at Sean.
Yo, just
Look
talking
at
on
Sean.
podcast.
Look at Black Child. Look at, you know what I'm saying?
He's
Look at all the things that really happened. Look at the, you know what I'm saying? Look at the person or the people behind it that made it happen. It was niggas that was day ones. You know what I'm saying? Ty. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys.
yeah.
That business model lasted so long because guess what? Spliff Star and Buster's still homies.
Just Talk Real Podcast in the building. Got shout out. Just Real Talk Podcast in the building. You want to go follow and subscribe to it.
Now I'm gonna show you something. Eastside. Well, I don't want to even talk about the vampire life. I'm gonna just get back to the example. Zeke. Only thing I'm saying is this, right? Sometimes you got to do things on your own to get it done, right? To open the door, but you never forget about your peoples. You know what I'm saying? You want to know why? You keep your peoples with you. That's how the stories are created. When Lil C's, you know what I'm saying, is going to tell you things about Biggie that nobody can tell.
Whatever he is. Yo, I got some shit for you, right? Frankie Cut is a song that's famous called Puerto Rico. Him and a kid from my neighborhood named DJ IQ. They worked on the track together. I don't know which one found the sample, but they worked on that track together. When that song took off,
for 1 second. I hear you though.
Frankie was doing a whole bunch of other projects. And so he played with parties, clubs, freestyle music. So his name was already out there already. My boy's name wasn't out there when Frankie took off with the Puerto Rico. Oh, he just never shouted my man IQ out. He just never gave him his accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just a shout out. And then let the world see me for who I am. And then boom, if I can't perform, I can't be mad at you because you put the spotlight on me. And that's what happens. So what happens is money separates good teams. You know what I'm saying? Money separates good teams. That's Crazy Ladies in the building. Diamond, you know what I'm saying? Diamond Low. Definitely shout out to my Boricuas. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Crazy Ladies in the building. You know what I'm saying? Never get accolades. You know what I'm saying? But he's done some things, you know. Frankie Tubbs had my man Jay Quest on his album. He had Rock City on his album. You know, never know you're gonna have a hit. You just gotta show love to people. What happens is money make you do some weird things. And then what happens is back in the days, the rapper wanted to rap to get out the streets, where
That's
now
right.
the rapper that wants to be in the streets. So this is what, you know what I'm saying? They want to do what these niggas do, Mac. And by them doing that, I believe that they're setting themselves up for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's just being trendy to be the tough guy without the, you know what I'm saying? Like the real tough guy knows that the best thing to do is be the legal guy. You want people to know you for being a legit dude. You want them,
Sir.
you know what I mean? You don't want them to know you for being like a dummy because we was
I want to
dummies
ask this
going to
question.
jail.
I like, it's a couple that I keep seeing on my timeline. Do you truly believe that, not changing the subject, we touched back on that because his girlfriend dropped the Addy he was at, do you believe that that's why he got murdered? Or do you believe somebody was just riding by and he happened to see him?
I think that in Cali, it was as simple as a nigga seen that he was a lick. You know what I mean? I don't think, yeah, because you know, you got to think about it, right? Unless he already had beef and niggas was tracking his moves and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it was a random thing. I don't think that
I think it was random too. I think it was because they went around on that type of time. You know what I'm saying?
Cali is random like that. Cali niggas is riding around looking for that type of lick. Like it's not.
See, I never knew that. See that I never knew. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Back in the days, how I used to go out and catch herbs and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What we call it, catch and wreck. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's that version of what we used to do back in the days. There's a lot of young niggas that's on that time looking for licks. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Tigo shows in the building. Shout out to Tigo show. He said blessings, blessings.
Mr. X, salute. Just talk, real talk, crazy legs.
You know what?
Tigo.
You know, because I know you're a good person that's well versed for this because you've been to California, you've been in Oakland. I seen you on the podcast, Yuck Mouth, and I've seen the moves that you make, Blue, the time that I know you. So I know that.
I lived out there. I lived out there.
So you know the
stayed out.
lifestyle, like you.
Yeah, I
This
stayed
is
in LA
lifestyle.
and North Cali.
Crazy Legs says they spotted him one to go to, unfortunately. So I guess they stayed. I guess that they spotted him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Now that was different than the Dolph shit, because the Dolph shit, well, they was so heavy equipped and ready. You know what I mean? It looked like they was going specifically to knock him down.
Where's Roscoe at? Is it in Inglewood or is it in South Central? Where is
Roscoe's is everywhere. You got Roscoe's. You have the main one. The first one is in LA on Sunset.
Okay, because Real Talk, Just Talk, Real Talk podcast.
Sure, it's on Sunset. I'm almost positive it's on Sunset because I've been there a bunch of times.
So you think Just Talk, Real Talk podcast said, and they say that area is bad. He should have never been in that area with no security. Do you believe he should have had security with him, brother?
Hell fucking yeah.
Oh, of course. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, that he should have had his peoples with him. It's on La Brea, not it's on La Brea, not Sunset.
East LA. Wow. Somebody said Inglewood or Manchester and Maine, and Crazy Leg says that, and then Just Talk, Real Talk says East LA.
I mean, you got Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles all over LA, but I'm saying the first one, yeah, there's a bunch of them everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But the one we was at was I mean, I think I don't know where Old Boy was at, but there's a bunch of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Now, do you believe
they said Manchester? Somebody said Manchester.
Yeah, somebody said Manchester.
Oh yeah, Manchester. That's on that. Well, on West, that's West Manchester. Let me see, Manchester.
They said that he was the one on Main Street. So is that the one that you had been on?
Nah, I know the one on Manchester. It's on Manchester Boulevard, and then you got Manchester Avenue.
He went to the first one built. That's what East Side says.
The first one?
Yeah, East Side. Yeah, he said the main. He went to the first one. Maine and Maine. I guess that's what you just said. Maine and Maine. It's crazy, man. Should have security with him, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh,
yeah, it was the Manchester one. It was the Manchester one.
It's because his girlfriend's getting slack for posting the picture. She's getting a whole lot of slack.
Bro, you know, say something about us with black people, right? Every artist that got killed, right? Even down to Pop Smoke, they wanted to blame it on somebody in order to. I feel like that's a coping mechanism for us to assume. You know what I'm saying? For us to like, you know what I mean? Like I just think that that's something that we do to cope with, because it's not every single death that has something to do with a rapper. The first thing they do is they want to find out the conspiracy behind it. You feel me?
That's a fact.
A real simple fact that me being in LA, I'm telling you how I had to move. I wasn't even from there, but niggas like, yo, it's dangerous out here. Niggas from LA let me know that it's dangerous. It look pretty out here, but it get dangerous quick.
Hell yeah, fucking it's in touching back and forth even on the Black Child situation. Allegedly, 50 Cent, that's the one who did whatever in the studio. And at least Irv still look out for Black Child, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, look what came out of that opportunity. Somebody gets stabbed up, they got the fucking DVD video, Quincy Jones' son or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? He talked some shit about it. They had the protection. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now look how that alley-oop to 50 Cent to where he at now. Alley-oops work sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Is PnB with the gang, because that where he got hit at, that's near Inglewood.
Somebody named Sugar Dumpler said was something. Salute to the chat in Macmean.
Salute, Queen. Salute.
Just talk real talk podcast that we should be able to post food without worrying about someone doing something to us. I don't think Caucasians don't do that. Yeah, they don't do that.
They knock themselves off before we could get to them because they just take drugs and just knock themselves off. We got a whole different problem, but you right. That shit is crazy. That right there is the conversation. That's the conversation. Like, why the fuck we can't do that without niggas? But then we got to get into the social inequity. We got to get into niggas, the mental illness that's rampant, that's undealt with. We got to get into the bipolar, the schizophrenics. We got to get into the drugs that's making these niggas go out and get wild. LA, angel dust is real popular, sherm sticks and stuff like that. Bath salts, you know what I mean? Like LSD, meth, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
think about this is what these niggas is doing to this day. They doing, remember, back in our time, it was different crowds. You know what I'm saying? The cokeheads had the cokeheads, the weed heads had the weed heads, the water heads had the water heads. You know what I'm saying?
Taking everything combined.
These niggas doing everything combined.
Mix that with some Molly, some Xannies. You know what I'm saying? Like let's go. You want Percocets? I mean, what you want? They taking it all, bro. You feel me? And the biggest thing now, fentanyl. And that fentanyl, right, is worse than that spice and dust together.
Wow.
You feel me?
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But it's reality. So just Mo, you know what I mean? That's a long conversation. It is the real conversation, but it's one that will never end. You know what I mean? There's so many factors and possibilities of why niggas is the way they is. But I'm gonna tell you like this, just to be 100. Let's take it to New York. I'm gonna look at the body count for New York right now, right? Homicide rate, right? I'm gonna show you the watch this, Zeke. Watch this. It says here the stats. Week to week, boom, boom, boom. Murder 2022. There was 299 murders in 2022. In 2021, it was 343. Yo, okay, let's look at 1989. Damn near 10 times the amount. 10 times the amount of murders was back then. But guess what? Way less advertised. You would have niggas getting murdered and then we even reach the newspaper. That's how many niggas was getting killed. You know what I'm saying? It was so common. But the thing is that now you have to ask yourself, why is it advertised to us so much more now? There was way more people getting killed by police back in the days. How many niggas then left blocks and never came back? No news clipping, no article. Families just like, I don't know. You feel me? So 10 times the murder rate. But guess what? We was 10 times closer back then when we didn't have phones. Our crew, when the murders did happen, it had something directly, almost all the time, to do with money. You feel me? And politics and shit. It wasn't just crazy motherfuckers running around high, shooting the club up. You didn't have those type of murders. You had murders where they was piling up because there was so much drugs around the city. It wasn't concentrated to one area. You had crews you had a bunch of crews. You heard? That was
a bunch of
crews. And they played by different rules, and it was a whole different thing, but way less advertised on the news. The news determines how we move. The news determines what we get mad at. You know what I'm saying? The news, because people don't do legitimate studying. What they do is they just listen to what's happening today, and they assume that this is the reality. When a lot of times the reality is way more sinister when you do research. Like, for instance, our body count back then was 10 times worse. You feel me? Y'all talking about Iraq and Chirac. Nigga, how about fucking Afghanistan, Iraq, Russia, Japan, everything together back then? You know what I'm saying? So it was more like, okay, I know why this happened, as opposed to today, a nigga is just high and running around, geeked out of his fucking mind. We wasn't killing the niggas we was robbing. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? If you had to take a nigga chain and all that, nigga might get a black eye. or might not even get touched at all if you got the weapon.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not trying to shoot a nigga in the head in the fucking public place.
Oh, peace to Justice 718K. He said, peace to the gods and earths. He just subbed to me and you. He just subbed to us.
Salute, Justice. Salute. Ronald, you said PnB should have moved a little bit smarter. I tell you what, this happened to him, and the next rapper is gonna get shot, and the next rapper is gonna get shot because
like who's next? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you want to know who's next? Go to Reddit because they predict who's going to the next rapper to die.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's so common because we don't have no love, you know what I'm saying, for our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, we drugged out our mind. We knew what the alcohol babies look like. Now we're seeing the remnants of the crack and the pill babies now. So the crack babies are in their 30s, moving into their 40s, right? And now the new babies are the pill babies. So those are the niggas that dress like homos, but they'll shoot your fucking head off if you hurt their feelings.
Hell yeah.
These niggas will kill you with a pink gun today. You know what I'm saying? And shoot everybody. Bro, yeah. My nigga, they are doing videos, you know what I'm saying, hugged up on each other, kissing each other with AKs and all type of shit, and them niggas will shoot your top off. Hold on for a second.
Hell yeah. It's crazy out here, man. This shit out here, it's crazy. Come shoot my house, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, Macmean, we gotta do this again, baby. Gotta do this again, you heard?
Statistically, we were way worse. What was happening? I think that artists, for you know what I mean, we can't say record labels because a lot of these niggas is popping their albums out on YouTube and shit like that. So they don't have a record label, but they need to move as if they understand where they at. Like when I go to LA, I move on LA time, my nigga. I don't fuck around. And you wanna know why? Nothing ever happened to me, but I look at my niggas that's from LA and how they act. They act like no, Mac, no, like they seen something that I didn't see yet. Y'all niggas think y'all tough in New York? Them niggas in their 80s, they were worse because they would drive by. They was built on like principles that involve wipeouts, blackouts, where a whole family might get whacked. You understand what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I mean? So our shit was a little bit more like, all right, you owe me money, you play with me, boom, I'm gonna rob you, I'm gonna shoot you. Over there, they want sometimes your whole family to get smacked. And that means running up in a house, a private house, and slapping everything in the house. They was with it. That's why we seen it as crazy. Like when Ron doing Ace, you know what I'm saying, got accused of them 3 bodies. You know what I'm saying? That was surprising. Like when Ding Ding ran up in the house for the Valentine's Day massacre. That
was crazy. That was crazy, bro.
It was crazy to us.
Courthouse shit was crazy.
Now look, it was crazy.
Eleanor bumpers, that shit was bugged out. That was crazy.
But look, what the stuff that was happening in LA with a drive-by and a whole car get wet up with 4 people, that was normal to them. To us, we would have been.
The dog said China Brim in the building. 050 China Brim. You know what I'm saying?
Rico's the dark side. The dark side. What's all these niggas out here?
Definitely 050 China Brim is ill, crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got Justice. First, Sugar Dumpling says, I don't think we have some of those in England. I guess she's probably talking about the murder rate being so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Justice.
In England, they like playing the knife game. You know what I'm saying? They like stabbing each other up and stuff like that. That's their thing.
They're trying, just as when they BK says, they're trying to push an East Coast versus West Coast narrative. Again, speaking on West Coast rappers on Safe Now on the East, they're trying everything possible to distract and destroy us. China, good morning.
Good morning, baby bro. Listen, let me just say this to you, Justice, right? No matter what they say about niggas, East Coast is a no-fly zone, I explicitly explain this one thing, bro, that the gun laws in New York is different than they is than anywhere else. In LA, you will get smacked with an M4. You know what I'm saying? If you catch a nigga with an M4 in New York, he's special. And guess what? He can get located real quick because if more than 2 people know that he got that M4, if he ever fire that weapon off, in New York City, they're gonna know that he did it. Out in LA, they don't gonna know what the fuck happened. Them niggas, everybody got M4s and ARs and all that shit. It's a whole different ballgame. So when they talk that in the East Coast, a no-fly zone, nobody's ever fucking made that work except for Street Fam, Fabulous Team. They was known that if you came out there, if you didn't give them niggas the check in, you might have a problem, my nigga. Especially if you're worth more than $100,000.
Oh yeah. It's
You see, so LA different rules, man. And unless people could tell you, people from LA can tell you all day, right? Okay, niggas have to check in coming to New York. How do you make that happen when these niggas don't even got weapons? When these niggas can't even work together? When we back to fighting each other? You know what I'm saying? When we back to that? When we back to some woo choo this? You know what I'm saying? When we can't. Let me tell you something. The one thing that them LA niggas did do was get together and create a even if it's just between them. We can't tell niggas they can't come to the East Coast until we get together and establish something that makes that happen. Number one, because the street shit's played out, you got to legitimately start building record labels that keep the artists safe. That's it. If you make them safe, they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
hell yeah. It's getting crazy. Cause you know what? It's getting crazy. It's getting super goofy now. Like why? Like you know what I'm saying? Like why? Why
The
are
South
people that
worse.
so harm's way? You
The
know what I'm
South
saying?
is worse. Let me tell you something. You come out to Ohio, boy. Let me tell you this. Legal carry, legal concealed carry. And when I go to, you know what I'm saying, like to the gun stores and shit out here, bruh,
Mm-hmm.
you got little 15-year-olds picking up fucking ARs like, Mom, I want this one. You know what I'm saying?
Let
Like,
Mikey B in the building. Shout out to What You Jacking podcast.
salute to
Elton
both
Daniels
brothers.
is in the building. I'm telling
Hey,
you,
look,
salute. You know what I'm saying?
guns in Ohio and California down south is like going to the vending machine, my nigga. It's
Oh,
nothing. All you gotta do is have the money. My nigga,
they don't hands like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
you can legally make a gun exchange on the street in front of the police. The same way you can smoke weed in New York, you can't smoke weed out here. You could possess 99 grams, but you can't smoke it over here. You can smoke weed in front of police in New York. You know what I'm saying? Over here, you can talk to a cop with 3 guns on you and a gun in your hand, and he won't even flinch.
Crazy.
But he'll bother you about the joint in your ear.
Yeah,
A joint already smoking up. I'm talking about like they'll bother you about that and be like, "Hey, man, you feel me?"
yeah.
But your gun is cool.
Yo, it's like that here because it's a gun state. So a nigga have a fucking 8K in his bag. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But
When we come in,
that's what I learned. You move to these different regions, it's different. Like, gas stations is different. A simple argument at the gas station against somebody shot.
hey,
That traffic shit is real. That's not a
yo,
lie.
every time I go to the gas station, bro, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yo, my nigga, I'm ready. Unless I'm in a whole complete white area, but the hood, that gas station. If you ain't never seen this site, it should be called Hood Site. 90% of the murders that used to happen at a gas
At a
station
gas station.
or
And
parking
on
lot.
the highway, you gonna get out on the highway. There's an area that's like by Natural Bridge. It's called Natural Bridge. It's a little rough over there. Definitely on the north side of St. Louis. That Natural Bridge shit, they had to do something with the traffic so that cars couldn't cross over because they be having shootouts. Like these dudes really be shooting in traffic, bro. They really shooting traffic.
Now, tonight, I want to tell you something. I want to promote something real quick. Tonight at 8:30, I'm doing a show, right? And it's gonna be. You ever seen Snowfall?
Yes.
Remember the pilot that guy? They made him sniff all the coke and he died.
Yeah.
That's my boy. His name is Jonathan Tucker. I'm doing a business deal with him where we get in the dispensary in New York, right? What's gonna happen is at 8:30,
Yes, Mike. Yo. Oh, yo, sorry. Yeah,
no, go ahead. Then the rapper
he
from
said the
LA get
rapper from
robbed
LA
and killed.
get robbed and killed in the Bronx a few months ago. I think so.
Yeah,
You know, true.
he was at the jewelry store and he got clapped up. I mean, it's on and popping. Let's not get it twisted, but I just feel like what's gonna happen is gonna happen. So what you jacking and Mikey B, I think that like unless we could get together and establish things how they did with the old record school record label model, you know what I mean, where they protecting the artist, and also when you protect your own, what happens is you establish rules of your house. You know what I'm saying? Like it's automatically when we together, we can establish things like that on the conduct of what you have to do when you come to New York. We both know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to say the conduct of and who you will have to speak to when you come to New York. The streets got to do that. The record labels got to do that. You know what I'm saying? But for now, niggas gotta move careful, especially coming to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But so
Yeah.
I feel like they just got to move a little bit smarter, man. And coming to New York, let me tell you something. How niggas is dying in LA, it don't make it better that we, you know what I'm saying? Like, advertise what we're gonna do. It makes sense that we get together, start, you know what I'm saying, and establish things within our own city. You feel me?
Hell
Especially on the move. Like see how Pop Smoke got caught out there? That wasn't supposed to happen like that. We could
yeah.
blame
Hell
LA.
no.
We could blame LA, but let me tell you something. I heard that there was people that Pop Smoke knew that he came out there with, that he was in the house with. We got to get our shit together. He wasn't out there by himself.
Yo, it's crazy.
That
Mike
shit,
B,
I can tell you now, man. Whenever I go to LA, most of the time, maybe 2 times I traveled out there without people, but most of the times I be having 4 or 5 niggas with me.
hell,
Since it's no
hell
pick.
yeah. Mikey B says all rappers getting killed in LA could be a shit for the homie in the Bronx. Real talk. Just Talk, Real Talk podcast says Real Talk.
That's a
Live
real.
now English says, come on, Zeke and Mac. You know you couldn't walk around New York with the Asian names and all that shine on.
It was. You gotta come up off of that. Hey yo,
You know that shit for sure.
hey yo.
You
Let
know
me
what I'm
say
saying?
something. Street Fam, Dipset. You know what I'm saying? G Unit. Them crews, the niggas that wasn't in the VIP was robbing chains in the crowd. That's where Andy Up came from. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit
The
was normal.
confiscation of shine.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I think that it makes New York more like that. Like when you see that shit happen, it be like, yo, fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? You can slowly get to that point, but I'm just saying that our problem
Think
is us.
about we have dudes that have murdered niggas over 10 carat rope chains that cost $100. You got a chain on your neck that costs $150,000 with
I might take your head with the fucking chain.
yeah, somebody, you know what I'm saying? We gotta snatch grandma up and fly on the airplane.
What? Bitches, no, wait. You robbing a nigga and the bitch got what was that? No, bitch, you too. Give me that. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
It's
Give me the
crazy.
rings, all that. Nah.
Now, the guy from Snowfall, the pilot, you said, the pilot.
Okay, well, he's gonna be on my show tonight at 8:30. We did a like a venture deal with him and you know what I'm saying? I mean, well, they put me on and we going for disparagement like dispensary license in New York. So tonight what I'm gonna do is there's other licenses available that they're giving away. So I want to find the people that got weed cases. If you ever been locked up for weed case and if you have a business for the last 2 years, you need to talk to me ASAP. You feel me? So I'm gonna talk about that tonight. I'm gonna have him on as a guest, and we're
Now,
gonna break.
Snowfall, is that movie? All right, that was the pilot for Sus for Son, the guy that's in California.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of him real quick.
Yeah, he had nothing to do with George Young. Right? When George, you know what I'm saying, Boston George, they call it, what do they call that?
No.
2 different pilots. Okay, got you.
Yeah, this one right here.
Oh, there it is. They were the pilot, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the channel tonight. We're gonna be talking about the disparagement license.
That's dope. That's dope,
and how
man.
to qualify. They own a dispensary in Boston. It's called Boston Garden. So right now I'm partnered up with them. That's why I've been trying to chill with the channel and all that. I'm trying to open up $1 million opportunity for somebody. Okay, Mikey B says, I'll let you read the tiny one. Mikey B says, Macmean, I hear you, bro. But these streets is full of outlaw gangs and robbers that think they the tough dudes in the world. Ain't nobody coming to no table and putting and see Mikey B, hold up for a second. Now when you go back to the video, like on the replay, That's exactly what I'm saying. What you saying right there. That's what we need to work on because they ain't working together. But if we look at the old, let's just take it from because we can't control the streets right now. Let's just say let's control the record industry. In the record industry, back in the days when you was in G Unit and you had a problem, the niggas was boxing. You know what I'm saying? They was all together. G Unit, Rough Riders. They had a problem, they dealt with it in their camp. You know what I'm saying? Rockefeller, Murder Inc. Those camps all together being collected within their unit created structure in New York by itself. So within the teams got to tighten up. When you have these independent artists that's coming out that don't have no team, right? They say fuck the team. They put the money phones they say fuck the nigga. Like look at Lil Uzi when he made that song "All My Friends Is Dead." I lost my mind. But guess what? He created a standard for artists to say, you know what? I don't need my friends. I just, you know what I mean? Like think about 6ix9ine. You know what I mean? All these cats, they went and fell through the fucking cracks because they weren't structured. So the newer guys that's being signed, there's no structure amongst them. The powerhouse record labels back in the days did have that structure. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if they mimic what year from 2002 to 2006, 2005, 6. Word. And when I started at Def Jam, you know what I did? I first started there with Rob Love. I hated that nigga. I hated Rob Love. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to AV with the street team, you know what I'm saying? Until Keith Murray damn near broke this nigga eyeball out of socket. Keith Murray was living with me at that time too. You know what I'm saying? Me and this nigga birthday exact same day, same year and
They were
everything.
just talking about that on somebody's podcast about that situation.
Man, he fucked
About the
AV
Keith Murray
up.
shit, about the guy that, yeah.
He went out of town. I think we was in Houston.
Who tour
No,
was it?
he was in Atlanta. We was in Atlanta. That happened in Atlanta. No, Miami.
Who
It was in
tour
Miami.
was it? It was a
That was
They were just talking about this.
Red and Meth. I think it was Red and Meth tour.
Oh,
It was they had like it wasn't the big tour like the How High shit. It
yeah.
was like one of their tours that they did. They ran Red and Meth was there and the Philly niggas like
Yeah.
Beanie Siegel, the Young Guns and all them, you know what I'm saying?
Now it's funny you say Rob Love because I met Rob Love twice. I met him on a Hot Night Life tour when they came to Albany. When they first stopped was in Albany, New York. And the second one was I met him. I said Def Jam. My man was going to pick my man Chris Cool was on a commercial radio station.
$10. I remember Skate. My bad. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what though? Let me just say something about that. Clue's studio, right? I met Skane at Clue studio because Clue had a studio a couple of blocks away from the Source. Maybe because the Source was on 14, 15, 16, maybe on 13th Street. You know what I'm saying? Down in Union Square. The dude from CNC Music Factory was there too. I used to go there with Benzino. That's how I knew Clue Studio was there. But I used to see Skane. Skane is the light skinned nigga, the tall light skinned nigga. I think he was like managing, you know what I'm saying, Clue at that time. Webb and Nitty wasn't Webb and Nitty was rocking with Joe Button and Rob Love. So that's how I know Webb and Nitty. I don't know them because we ain't fuck with each other. Skane more likely probably remember me than Webb and Nitty because Webb and Nitty wasn't really with Skane and Clue in them at that time. Webb and Nitty was fucking with Joe Button and Rob Love. Now the first guy that I worked with was it wasn't Rob Love. It was Kevin Littles. I mean Kevin Lytell. Not you know what I'm saying? Not Kevin Lytell. Tommy Lytell. Whatever Lytell, his first name, I don't know his first name, but Lytell. I was with him and Sharon Frederick. That's how and that was right in front of Rob Love office. So that's how I met Joe Button. When I seen Joe Button, I would see Webb and then Joe Button. And Skane Dollar and all the rest of them was upstairs at Rockefeller, rocking with Rockefeller. I seen Skane with Rockefeller more than anybody.
Well, yo, let's say see how now look how small the world is.
Freeway, my
I
man.
seen my Def Jam. Your man was there. I went to Def Jam and this guy named Sam Crespo was there too.
Crespo, Sam Crespo.
Yeah, they was doing it. They was doing the Def Jam. That's when they was promoting Jay-Z's Black album. My man Chris Cruz on this radio station in Albany, radio station called Jams. You know what I'm saying? Now let me tell you another small thing. Me and Webb, like Mikey B, I know them since like the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like 91, 92, 93 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Free my boy Webb, man.
Free Webb. Yeah, free Webb. Oh man, free Webb.
Hey yo, but see, you know what? These stuff I don't really talk about. Now think about this, right? During this time, like, okay, how I really would solidify me that in that building was Lenny S. Lenny S is Jay-Z's right-hand man. You know what I'm saying? But ironically, Jay-Z's the only one I never seen in the building. I was in there in 2003. Jay-Z been gone. When they, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z was already gone. People knew about it in 2006 and 7, but we knew in Def Jam since 2002 that Jay-Z was gone. Like, that shit was, you know who was running Def Jam? Beanie Siegel and Bobby Dash and this lady named Jazz. You feel me?
Because Sam Crespo left, right? Rob Love went to J Records. I believe Rob Love went to J Records.
Rob Love was still in the building working for Mike Kaiser. You know what I'm saying? With the glasses.
Yeah.
Now Leo Cohen was still there too. I used to go in Leo Cohen office and he had a workout like a workout gym in there. I used to go in there and do pull-ups.
Who was son that worked for Universal that niggas hated? I guess he was running like the promotion area for Universal. For the actual Universal.
It was at that time it was Rob Love.
Other than him, it was somebody else named me.
He hated that nigga. Rob Love. I'll tell you all the big. It was Thomas Lytle. Rob Love worked for Thomas Lytle. They all worked for Mike Kaiser.
Yeah, because they
but there was AV. You had AV and Mike. AV and Rob Love offices was right next to each other. That's where I worked at. So, and AV was like the real.
What album was they pushing? It was a Mr. Cheeks album they was pushing, and I remember his son kept calling him and like, my man had
I got an interview with Mr. Cheeks. I did too. It's up on internet. Me and Cheeks did an interview. Maybe about 2.
Yeah, because I remember Mr. Cheeks.
I forgot who. I don't remember because you got to think those big promoters hired other promoters like me with the street team and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we had street teams all over America. Yeah. And there was a print and press in Def Jam. So whatever we needed for promo, whether it was Def Jam jackets, you know what I'm saying? Fat Farm, whatever, we got it from Rob Love and the print and press. AV ran the print and press and Rob Love ran the merch. Dope, so I used to go up in there and grab bags of leather. Yo, my nigga, let me tell you something. Any CD, any Jay-Z, Dipset, I had every fucking thing. Rest in peace, Freaky Todd. That's a fact. And then we will go there to AV and get our promo packages. So I tell nigga, I got 10 niggas. We going to LA. You know what I'm saying? We all had 2-way pages back then. Nobody really knew what that was. You know what I'm saying? Like we had 2-way pages. I had pocket full of money. I had $50,000. You know what I'm saying? And we go to cities and just take a bunch of flies, throw them around, buy bottles. You know what I'm saying? Clear the club out. But when the artists get there, we did everything for them.
Yo,
I cleared.
I got a story for you, man. I'm gonna make you laugh, right? Now my cousin was cool with DJ iRock. IRock. So iRock at this point in time was the lock show DJ. So iRock, DNY had a sister that went to.
He was Red and Meth too. He did Red and Meth when Scratch wasn't. I think Scratch wasn't around. iRock held down Rock Wilder position and DJ Scratch when they wasn't on the
So
he was like the replacement DJ. My bad.
My cousin and iRock was real tight. So I used to go to the lock shows when they was Bad Boy, when they was singing Jiggy with it and all that other shit they was doing. Shout to the locks. Because my cousin was a party promoter. And him and iRock was like this. iRock, my cousin meets DNY's sister. They had a sister that went to State University of Albany. So they're doing a hot knock like tour. They talking to her. Like,
you talking about Sharon, the one that was runner?
And she goes to her brother and asks them, can they do after parties? So remember, Jane was doing after parties for Rockefeller, but now they're doing Rough Rider after parties. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, my cousin did 3 cities. He did Albany, but I know my cousin did Albany, shut it down. They had the brew house shit. They did Syracuse, and they did Rochester, and I think Buffalo. By the time they got to Buffalo, that's the shit that Dame Dash was talking about. I was at the Buffalo show when they did the show in Buffalo. Dame Dash was like, and I'm backstage, yo, y'all niggas got somebody following our tour, doing after parties. Me and my peoples, my nigga, really my cousin. And they did a show in Buffalo. The Buffalo shit was crazy. Jay sent some goons in. You know what I'm saying? Some goons came in with hoodies on, big hands, do-rags. You know what I'm saying? And I got my cousin backstage. They spoke to Jay or Ding with them, and then they followed the tour. Like D&Y was like, whatever. Remember DMX and the Locks was on the tour because, you know, they was on that Hot Night Life tour. So that was a experience of dealing with following a hip hop tour. You know what I'm saying?
I've been on rock tours.
Backstage. It's in backstage they talk about. That's the person they was beefing about with Tone Capone. Dave was like, yo, you got some nigga I'm shouting the after party out.
Now Tone is from my hood too. You talking about you talking about Tone with the light eyes, right?
Now, the one that was doing the promotion for the one that was be doing the promotion, the after parties with Jay-Z. That was in backstage, dark skin nigga.
Oh no. I'm talking about Tone Hooker. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about the nigga.
That shit was crazy. Debbie shot the key player. Yeah, we did 3. We did Buffalo, and that shit just got crazy. Niggas like, fuck that. But that's the shit, when you went backstage, that's what they talking about. But shout out to iRock, man. iRock, I got caught up with some stupid stuff, but iRock was actually, I think he was Alicia Keys' show DJ at one time too, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You know who the hardest person I worked with ever in the whole industry? Kanye.
Yes.
When Kanye was me and this kid Ramsey. Ramsey was end up becoming I don't even no, it wasn't Ramsey, it was somebody else. Because Ramsey put out the Can't Stop, Won't Stop song.
Gotcha.
He was paying attention to Chris and me before a lot of people a lot of people was paying attention. Jay-Z ended up remodeling his whole style behind Chris. I'll talk to you about that another time. He basically switched it all up. But Kanye, I used to have to clear samples for them niggas.
Oh, wow.
So Kanye used to come in and give us 100 songs. You'd be able to clear one fucking song. That nigga come down, try to talk to you all crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm a Gemini too. I'll slap the shit out of you up in here. And I'm not even officially, like, I didn't go for an interview to get the Def Jam. You didn't get in Def Jam like that. You got in Def Jam by knowing somebody. And no, I was promotion, Ron. I was with the street teams. You know what I'm saying? And now if you look at it, I got a story with a guy named John Rambo from One Life to Live. He was an artist. He was an artist for Timberland. They was big back in like '95 or whatever they was like what you call a one-hit wonder. But I did a show about that. It's Macmean Interviews Johnny Rambo. You know what I'm saying? And he was with Diddy and them street team. You feel me? And I was with Def Jam. You know what I mean? And all the niggas that you see from Diddy team was same niggas from like Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? Like it was different teams. So, but you really, really in the Def Jam building, you didn't want to be under like Rockefeller or Murder Inc. or Dipset. You wanted to be under Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Because the money that you get, you know what I'm saying, was different than when the Def Jam was given them money. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was getting in with Def Jam itself, and that's what I did. I got in with Def Jam, not in with I knew all those niggas just because we in the same building. But when another street team go out, they might get $1,000 cash. I was getting a $25,000 card. It was a difference. You know what I'm saying? A $50,000 card. It was a difference. You know what I'm saying?
It happened, man. Yo, you was that's, and you know, that's an experience that You was around hip hop when there was a lot of money being thrown around. I mean, the budgets was crazy. The entertainment parties was going to was crazy.
858
The
Fab,
things
nigga.
is crazy.
Yo, fitness,
son.
that tunnel, that little tunnel, nigga. I battled Drag On in that tunnel, man. I seen everybody. I seen Ja Rule fighting that shit. I said that tunnel. I seen a lot in that tunnel, man. God bless the dead. My
Yo,
one of the
I
DJs.
think a lot of times, we get caught. We all love our war stories. We all love the block, love the streets, and then we seem to knock off some of the good positive shit or some shit that we did in our lifetime that is a good story, man. Like think about this, right? I can honestly say that for 3 cities, I was around DMX. That's the first time I met X. X would come to the after party to show love for D and Y. Like the locks come through just to show love. And who'd have thought that I would have been around most, because my cousin was on college radio, me being on college radio with my cousin when there was no communication in Albany, New York. So I was popular before I did anything, because before I actually ran the streets, when it came to, because my cousin was always shouting, yo, Zeke Black. So Zeke Black name was in the air, in the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't take advantage of that. That's what I mean. The alley-oops that I still want to hug the block. But think about this, man. You got to experience hip-hop when the budgets was there, bro.
You gotta look at
what was those entertainment parties? Tell people, what was the entertainment parties like, man?
Let me just show you something, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I got stories of being on tour with Gangstar, with the group Korn, Limp Bizkit. I've seen I road managed the Loonies. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about. I mean, there's times where I speak about certain things, but the reason why I box these niggas out in this YouTube shit so hard is because you gotta think about it. I got a DJ Premier interview sitting up in here, right? I got a Capone interview sitting up in here. You know what I'm saying? I got Capone, the comedian, interview sitting right up in my motherfucking computer right now, ready to release. What happened is, when I start doing stories like OG Rock and certain other people, the energy that these fake ass niggas on that have not been where I've been, have not done what I've done.
The code that's spoken.
Document it. Fuck all that shit I'm talking about. Fuck what I'm talking about in that. Now you took a look at 2 LLCs. Like, fuck all that.
The code that's spoken.
And shit like that. You know what I mean? My desk is filled with shit that I have to do. So I'm gonna tell you this. There's people that I want to put out there. There's stories that I want to put out there. But the times where I attempted to put certain things out, the fake, that troll shit, the obvious guys, they go and they disrespect the person. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about the person. So I had to clear out a lot of this red tape, the bullshit that was going on in the YouTube streets, in order to change my channel back into doing the interviews and stuff like that. You just don't go. You don't start a picnic in the middle of a war. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so there's a lot of damage control.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of fixing up things that were messed up. So the stories is always going to be there. I tell stories on different joints. I got hundreds of thousands of views off of interviews alone, like 23 and 1. I already spoke my jail shit there. There's times where I interviewed with Saladin. He broke my whole history down. I talk my own channel, different channels. But sometimes it's time for war. Right now, I'm in war, and I ain't playing no games on these internet streets. It's the same game I played when these niggas wanted gang bang. I mean, not gang bang, gate bang. You know what I'm saying? Talking all that shit, knowing that you can't talk to them. I mean, you can't touch them. You have to find a different way of addressing shit. So I address that through humor, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But I mask what I really want to talk about until I get past these dramas. You know what I'm saying? So I put my jewels in between. When the smoke is clearing, that's when I drop the jewels and I'll teach them about the history and stuff. But I have a whole new channel that I'm dedicating just to that. You know what I'm saying? Those stories.
I tell you, and the reason I'm happy to have this conversation, because it always has to do with PnB, hip hop. Hip hop, the industry is, and it's different about Hip hop, when he was there, and dudes was getting their shit yapped, and shit was a little different, but it was a lot of money, and how serious it was, to now where dudes put themselves in seriously harm's way. I'm gonna say, I seen something, shout out to my son. He said he boycotts black murder. We all boycott it. But something you told me one day, you was kicking it. You said, Zeke, I understand how you feel about a certain situation about somebody getting shot, whatever the case may be. But we have to understand there are villains out in the streets. And if you put yourself in the place of the villains,
And I want you to listen to me real quick.
and
Right?
that was deep, because I'm like, damn.
Would you agree that Eric B and Rakim, right? I need you to really lock in with me. All right. Do you think that that Eric B and Rakim would be considered like tough, like street reputable guys?
It's funny you said that, because
Let's talk about Rakim. Let's talk about the guard Rakim.
I'm gonna speak on it. The first time I heard of Rakim, it was dancing music. I told, I came in the door, it would be president. My melody was a build.
Hold on. Let me walk you down the rabbit hole. Let me walk you down this rabbit hole.
The
Right.
album cover to me made them street. The album cover connected them to the streets. The album, to me, it was the album cover.
Okay, because you have 50 on there and all that. Okay, but this is what I want to
Rap,
show you.
rest in peace, Rap, Fort Green, shout out to Fort Green.
I want to walk you down this. I want you to hear me clearly. He was Rakim was respected, and Rakim never even used the curse word.
Never.
He was respected. He didn't talk murder into his lyrics and stuff like that.
So
I guess the best way for us to look at the artists that be getting targeted, right?
Are the ones that talk to yes.
Let's look at the lyrics. We could do a show where we're breaking down the lyrics of the show of the artist, right, and see how they attract that shit to their own.
And it's good facts. That's how they go like that. You know why? Because you're right. Because Rakim made us dead.
Send me the Addy and I'm hunting them down. What are we talking about? Send me the Addy. I'm hunting them down.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, Big Drip. She fell in love with a lit Crip shit. She want to suck on a lit dick. Couple of bitches I get lit with. Couple of bitches I get lit with. I big spin. I give a fuck with. Bow. Loving my style. Send me the Addy. I'm hunting them down. And then now he get found with a tranny. He was talking about tranny the whole time. He was trying to hunt down a tranny so he could suck his dick like Bullis Gotti.
Yes, let's stay where we at. Be in a good place.
But look,
place.
I mean, I'm down. Now, when he gets robbed and shot, right? Guess what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, "Yo, man, society fucked up. The bandits never stopped. It was 10 times worse back then. What are we not understanding? What these people don't understand."
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is like, I want to do that. We do these shows where we break down lyrics and go, why did this rapper get shot? Like, he said this and said that about this and that, and you're like, yo, Sosa this and Sosa that.
Young dog, run up on this fire and get burnt, little nigga. Spend a half a ticket just on furniture.
You know what I'm saying?
Look. Run up on this fire, you get burnt, my nigga. I spent a half a ticket. That's $500,000 for you. Spend a half. I bought $500,000 in furniture. Please come rob me. Spend a half a ticket just on, or kill me because I'm mad. Spend a half a ticket just on furniture, nigga. Paper route business that don't concern you, little nigga. So that means that my record label ain't looking for you. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Come kill me.
So let's do that. You know what I think? Because that's what it is.
You don't want me to sing Pop Smoke lyrics.
It's a lyrics.
You don't want me to sing Nipsey Hussle, the one they love so much. Guess what? I love them too. Listen to the lyrics.
Yo, listen to the lyrics. You do that.
Look. Rakim, the most respected in the streets. They would not rob him. They would not touch him. If they tried, it was a problem. He had the people with him. Whether they say that 50 was extorting him or whoever was extorting him, the point was that was an in-house thing. He didn't get shot in his head at Roscoe's. He didn't get shot going buy cookies. He didn't get shot in the shower. Come on. Mo 3, he gets shot on the fucking highway, getting tracked down. But look at Mo 3 lyrics. Let's go. Let me see. Watch this. They got the Mo 3 section. Mo 3. Let me type it. Lyrics. Boom. I'm the real general.
Let's get there. We go to the lyrics. Let's get to the lyrics. Let's
Take
kill
them
the
to church.
lyrics.
Gangsta love. You know what I'm saying? These niggas want to kill niggas. These niggas want to. What are we talking about, bro? Gangsta love.
Hold on.
Number. Everybody not your friend. He knew niggas was not his friend. He put mad chain. He got a fucking AK-47 chain on his neck. I'm not saying that we can't do whatever we want or we deserve this. I'm not saying we don't deserve. I'm not saying we deserve this in no way. So people,
Hell yeah.
let me tell you something, right? Yeah, we deciphering lyrics because guess what? When I open up a fucking box of cake, when I want to make a cake, I look at the ingredients and the ingredients say get 2 eggs, right? You feel me? And I go and then I know what the fuck is. You know what I'm saying? I know how to make a cake. Get 2 eggs, some milk, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn how to be a gangster, look at the rappers.
Yo, here go Chief Suffer. Here go some educating shit right here.
Hold on,
Don't make me call D-Rose, boy.
Put the screen on me, bro.
Double, boy. And he keep that pole,
Put
boy.
the screen on the kid. That nigga
B,
said,
I does sell soda.
and
I does sell coca.
No, let me get worse than that. Gang in this bitch, fuck gang. I'm a gorilla from the fucking zoo. Pull up and zoo, nigga. Ooh, nigga, who the fuck are you? I don't know, nigga. No, nigga. Run for the block. We gonna blow, nigga. Go, nigga. Run for the pole, nigga. Gas. Well, I listen to that shit every day. Feds in the up out the window.
Education about it.
He said, I'm riding through New York. And you go and shoot New Jersey up. Gotta touch my chain. We ain't going. We gonna come and blow New Jersey up. Nigga, I get hyped every time. I love
Shout
that.
out to Big Star.
I love that ignorant shit.
How about, there's another crew. There's the Skrilla Gang and some shit like that.
I love that finito shit. I wanna wake up, drink coffee, and listen to a drill. But guess what? When I go to LA, I got 5 niggas with me with guns on them. Hello. Cause I know what I'm listening to. I'm riding through New York. Finna go and shoot New Jersey up. Try to take my chain with. Let's listen. All these dead rappers that I know, all of them.
They got the sleazy gang. Put your guns in the air. Put your Glocks in the air and all this. Let the clip dangle. It's crazy.
But look. Listen, we're gonna take an L for our error. Okay, we can say sticky fingers in them. Throw your gun. Yeah. They really went to the source and shot that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't just talking. They said we're gonna shoot that shit up when we get there. Because y'all didn't know that we was good.
Style. We had mob style. Kick that gangster shit. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga said 8 p.m. black on black BM across 112th Street, thumping the old funky beat. Who's in it? Windows are tinted. Bling. The phone rings. It's my man Kevin. Should have been here at 7, but he can't be trusted. So prepare the bus. What happened to AZ? Bow. What happened to Alpo? Bow. What happened to Rich Water? Bow. You feeling my style? Send me the Addy. I'm hunting them down. They didn't even have the address. They just hunting them down.
That's a fact, bro.
Yo, you know what? Well, black people don't like to hear this shit. Guess what? I'm a consumer. I love hearing it. I don't get political about it, but now that we talk about it, let's talk about what we're really attracting to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? This is what we attracting to ourselves. It started with that gang banging LA shit that we got mesmerized by, and we got mesmerized by their lifestyle, and they got mesmerized by our lifestyle, which was all ignorant from the inception, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. They added that into the record industry. Now it's in the television industry. Why? Because you got love and hip hop. Now you got all these reality shows, the black.
Hold on a second, Mac. Now keep going. Keep talking.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I like talking. I play them all the time. They were talking real facts, D-Thing. Even my Weller know that. Hello. D-Thing and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? They have the golden opportunity to switch it up. But unless you get people talking about it in this way and letting them see the polarity of what because most people in my world, when I was growing up, they'll tell you the benefits of doing the robbery. They'll tell you the benefits. They'll tell you, we gonna get paid, my nigga.
That's why
But they don't tell you that you're gonna do 20 years. They don't tell you the bad side of that. Just like with the rappers, because this shit is reflective of both sides. The rappers, they look at the shine, but they don't look at the danger. They obviously don't look at the danger. Yo, listen, this look, this. Nigga, I got Hassan Campbell jewelry on. Going to the motherfucking Roscoe's Chicken Wobble. Hey, bitch, give me, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro. All the nigga, I told guns is like cans of soda. A nigga got all space and opportunity. He jumped out. He's in front of me. Boom, 1+1 = 3 in my world. The nigga got chained. I'm a bandit. I need that. You move too much, a robbery is always 10 seconds away from a homicide. We know that. And that's why in New York, the only murder that you can get the death penalty when the death penalty was available was a murder in the commission of a robbery, or your arson, or you killed the police. But that right there is a specific type of thing. Why? Because when you pull out that gun to go rob, why y'all think I got 20 years for robbery? Because they saying for armed robbery, what if the motherfucker would have moved? Oh, we know what happened if the motherfucker moved. It's me or you at that point.
Hell yeah.
These
Nah,
niggas
that's a
talk
fact.
that shit, but they don't really know the other side of it. They talk that shit. Yeah, I got the stick and all this crazy shit. You see how King Von got hit? He got hit by Lil Tim, some little nigga that would just, you know what I mean? As many bodies as King Von caught. He didn't have nobody in that car to tell him, yo, relax.
Hell yeah.
Jump right out and start fighting. Come on, bro. That little nigga was dumping at both of them. He didn't give a fuck who he hit it. Now they want to talk about Lil Tim this. Man, let me tell you something. They at least, guess what? On their side, he kept niggas next to him that was going to shoot for him.
Hell yeah.
Rest in peace to King Von, because I love King Von. But look how he went out. You can give me a list of them. I done studied them all. I got a fucking show that I did called Dead Rappers. And it talks about all of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And how fucked up it is that so many of these artists are getting killed. And the government act like they see one thing, but they don't see another thing. You want to know why? Because the niggas that's in power are trying to buy a Gucci belt, my nigga.
Yeah, facts.
They don't give a fuck about the next man. They don't care about they self, nigga. How the fuck I'm gonna care about what these niggas is doing on the political level when I don't care about myself, nigga, and it reflects in my music, bro.
Exactly.
I ain't mean to be
Yo,
talking.
this is a good joint, man. We have to get back. We gotta do this again.
Well, Zeke Black at
Zeke.
9:30 on Wednesdays. We gonna be
Yeah,
at mine.
9:30 on Wednesday. Zeke Black. We making it happen for y'all people. We're gonna bring
Now Saladin show is going good.
portion of the lyrics. We got the Frito Lay the Day Award. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun, man. Just a good vibe, man. And maybe
And we can break, and then look, you know what? We can also break down lyrics that make sense, like
Yes,
lyrics that got love in it, that don't get the recognition it needs to get. Let's talk about that too. Let's talk about let's do one good and one bad, and we can see if we can change something out here, man.
Oh yes, let's make this happen, man. What you want to leave out with, brother?
I'm a gorilla from the fucking zoo. Here from the zoo, nigga. Ooh, nigga, who the fuck are you? I don't know, nigga. Oh, nigga, run for the block, get the pole, nigga. Oh, nigga. Gas what I'm smoking now. Feds hit me jump up out the window. No, you can't touch the money, silly hoe. I just hit a stain finito. Talking out his neck, special to his throat. Baddest motherfucker, he gon' blow on the ground, on the floor. Zoe pick him up, take him to the moon. I'm riding New York. That nigga said I'm riding to fucking New York. Finna go to shoot New Jersey up. Try to take my chain. I ain't going because we gonna blow New Jersey up. He didn't say individuals. He said I'm gonna go shoot the whole fucking.
So you know what I'm saying? Definitely. We gonna do this next Wednesday on the Poppers. Definitely salute.
8:30 tonight. I'm gonna have Jonathan Tucker.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna pull up.
For the people, pull up 8:30. He's gonna be up. He's gonna answer some questions. We trying to get these people that's eligible for these disparagement licenses, meaning that if your dumb ass got locked up, even for smoking a joint, you know what I'm saying? If you just got locked up for smoking, this is $1 million opportunity. They have $200 million that's dedicated to this shit. So it's safe to say there's only 200 licenses there. That means that this is going to be close to $1 million being dumped in each one of these things. If you qualify, you will be in the fucking game. So the qualifications is this: you've been locked up before for weed, or even if you haven't, you might want to pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell
All
yes.
right.
When popping, we got this. Definitely Macmean. It's on
I
the
see you
clock.
tonight,
See you
bro.
at 8 o'clock, brother. Be at work though, but I'm coming through
This
the
happened.
store.
Yeah.
Got
All
you.
right, y'all. So
Oh my bad, my bad. Oh shit. He said salute the eye guard, salute the eye guard, salute to Saladin. Definitely salute to everything he's doing next Wednesday on and popping 9:30. You heard? Shout out to everybody that pulled up. It was a great show. You got to hear, Ixedout speak from his opinions. Um, Macmean with his opinion, talks about some hip hop, Mikey B in the chat. Plus, a lot of y'all participated in the chat, which is great. He had a great vibe in the chat today. It was a great conversation. Just talk, real talk was in the building. Macmean was in the building. I think we're going to do this more often where we're actually interacting with the people in a positive manner. And everybody has the right to, their opinion. And we just, we build this conversation. Deputy Tato Mills was in the building. Woody Lowe's in the building. Macmean sends his love to you. Woody Lowe's in the building. Tato Mills, Miss Benzo in the building. Finesse the Dawn, you already know, man. YouTube Streets is in the building. TV, know what I mean? My favorite Puerto Rican, Julio Ortiz is in the building. You know what I mean? And this is all dope, man. This is all kosher. Ron BX 050 in the movement's in the building. Don D. Paul, definitely shout out to the Hill Hope crew, 100th Street. Rest in peace, Tone. Spanish Harlem, East Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Ant White. Shout out to my man Hector. You know what I'm saying? Wow, Sauce's friend, Frontito. You know what I'm saying? By the Wiz Daters. You know what I'm saying? He was Frontito. If y'all like, subscribe. Y'all can share the content. You know what I'm saying? Clicko. You know what I'm saying? Show the love. Shout out to Harlem Legend. I'm Average Chatter. Shout out to Wifey. Shout out to my man PBM. I believe it's PHM, PBN. Definitely all those, the Wax AP out there. Smitty pulled up. Shout out Smitty Blow Dollars. It was a great show, a great build. We're going to try to bring these builds to you every Wednesday. That's a good build, you know what I'm saying? Something happens every week in hip hop, And just rest in peace. And just rest in peace to, Mr. PnB Rock, man. It's a dirty game out there, but you just know that there's vultures when you come off that sidewalk. There's vultures out there, and they don't care about nobody. So just know that the vultures, the hyenas, the wolverines, they don't care about nobody. Don't assume that they're gonna stop because of the color of your skin. They're gonna go nah. You know what I'm saying? So stay in a safe lane. It's okay to be in a safe lane and not feel soft. Believe it or not, you can be yourself, have fun, enjoy life, eat alligators and okra. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You get to know the better things in life. Definitely share this content. Share the content. You know what I'm saying? Like the content. Share the content. Let's let the world know what we got about this. You know what I'm saying? Definitely pull up next Wednesday when you're on in Papino. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to push Strictly Mentality. My man Push That Knife. Happy to see James back. Skull City. Bravo. God's a King. You know what I'm saying? The building. Push That Knife. Definitely Cloud Chase. My man Big Chuck. Definitely shout out to Buffalo. Shout out to my man Yombo from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely appreciate it. And just, we just do what we got to do. We heard Nicki Minaj. She said something in the text. That being said, man, salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for pulling up, having a good time with me. This morning, we kicked it with Bobo, some hip-hop history, some Def Jam history, some experiences in life. And that's how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Definitely free Kev Webb, you heard? That being said, man, I appreciate y'all. And I'll let y'all later, player. You know what I'm saying? It's content, doing the righteous, doing the necessaries to win. Definitely shout out to Spanish Harlem. Shout out to my man Ed Medina from Washington. Shout out to my man Razzo. Rest in peace to Razzo from Washington. Shout out to my man Una from Washington. I mean, Wiggs from Washington Projects on the east side of Harlem. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Washington. Shout out to the whole East Harlem. You know what I'm saying? On 029, you heard? That being said, man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Salute, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Miss Benzo, definitely. Shout out to Wifey, Southern Belle, Westside St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, 5 Foot, the host of the year. 5 Foot, the host of the year here in Troy, New York. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, Day Uno. Just Talk, Real Talk podcast. Salute. Thank you for joining us this morning. You know what I'm saying? Execution always in the building. Finesse the dog. You know how we do. Buffalo Soldier 716. So shout out to my man Crown TV, man. Go look at his content. You know what I'm saying? That being said, man, you know what I'm saying? East Harlem, West Harlem is all Harlem. You know I'm saying? Morningside Heights, wherever you want to break shit down, depending on where you are. Shout out to everything in Grant. My man George from Grant. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I appreciate y'all. Peace.